Okay, sweet. Okay, gotcha. There's a little bit of feedback going through from you, Purse. Just might be your fan, I think. Wow.
Let me go silence it.
Gotcha.
Punch it.
Wow,
Silence it? Why'd you say it like that? It's scary as fuck. I want me to go silence it.
I'm getting into character, right?
My fault.
I thought you said you were gonna put a silencer on it.
Oh, I mean,
all right. Well, here is our fifth episode or session of Tenra Bansho 0, our specific campaign, the Merciful and Cowardly Fists. Thank you all for making it. It's been a little while because of school, and I'm also out of town right now, of course. And yeah, just it's good to have you all. Let's begin. To recap, our team last found themselves in the southern winter region of Yakzan, a place where the day never comes, the place of eternal night. They cause a lot of mayhem there, a lot of mayhem, a lot of trouble, and burned down one of the villages of the Tri-Village area. Afterwards, they consulted an Onmyoji sorcerer on where their goal was, where their next objective was. They were briefed on the location of their ultimate goal and their ultimate adversary, Juryoku, the new gravity, a Konghoki stranded at the center of the ocean, waiting to finally taste defeat. The team is now about to be on their way towards the coast of Doragi, the Eastern Ocean, where they'll meet others who will aid them in their travels. And yeah, that is where we left off. So to start off, did anyone want to do any last thing in the town that you're in? I believe it was called I forgot what it's called.
I think it's one of my notes.
Okay. Yeah, it was Harsh Sum, Fickle Truth, and another one.
Dead Silent.
Dead Silent, and you burned down one of them. You guys destroyed one of them.
yeah, I wonder who did them.
What a shame.
Shame. But we're on the way to go.
I'd like to also add that anything that you guys are doing currently in the other two towns, you still hear the sounds of a giant sludge monster destroying the third town in the distance.
That's how it is. It's just normal.
So if nothing else, what the fuck, mayhem? Yeah, the cooking competition really did a number on that part of the city.
Cooking competition. Shit is so good.
Well, if you guys don't have anything else to go, I guess we could say that you meet at the carriage. But did anyone want to do anything?
Actually, I think I said I wanted to visit a weapons shop or something.
Just to get ammo, or because I could just say that you get ammo if that's all you need.
I feel like I wanted to do something else, but I forgot what it was.
If you don't remember now, there are probably going to be weapon shops ahead that you can go to if you remember.
Yeah. I'll just refill ammo.
Okay, gotcha. Then just let's see, how much money do you have?
It's wait. Okay, I've jewelry worth 4,850 and 5,000 moon.
Okay.
So 9,000, basically.
Yeah, just add 50 or 60 ammo. Add 50 ammo to your inventory.
Okay.
And remove remove 20 mon.
Okay.
Those are the rates down here. Okay. Alright. So after a brief stop at the on the way, a traveling circus happens by, and the mimes begin to use live rounds and hit Gunsmith at the rehearsals. You all okay? Is that all? Tiguya, Hisoka, Yasha, you guys are all good for the moment.
Yeah, I'm good.
Pretty sure.
Okay,
I think so. I have no recollection.
that's all right. Yeah, we'll remember down the line. Okay, so you all gather at the edge of town. A very familiar set of robotic horse legs connected to a wooden carriage await you. It is at the head of what are known as travel paths, essentially routes that carriages or boats will take to get around the world much quicker than it would normally take. You guys took one on the way here, which is why you were able to get here in a day's worth of travel rather than a few months, which it would actually have been. A kind old man waits just sitting at the bench. Why, hello there! A kind woman in white garbs told me to expect you guys. And he gives you like a gentle wave.
Hello. We
Yes.
are. What are we doing here?
Well, I was told to bring you to the coast.
To the coast.
Yeah, to the coast.
This soon? Already? We're
I
going
mean-
to the coast.
Yeah.
To the coast. To the coast already?
Yeah, to the coast already.
I look at Hisoka. To the coast. We're close with that. You sure?
Yeah, to the coast already.
That's a little scary.
I nod.
Hisoka, I don't want to go to the coast, man. You know that thing's over there. It's talking about gravity and all that. Thing's over there. It's near the coast.
I make jellyfish like charades, and shark charades.
You're right. We can catch jellyfish down by the coast. That's what we need to do. That's why we gotta go to the coast. That's right. You're right, Hisoka. Genius. I start just getting in the carriage. Genius, Hisoka. You're right, genius.
Well, hop on, you guys, if you're ready to come with. And he kind of just beckons you on. He has the whip in hand for the horse legs, and is just prepared to set out.
How do those legs work?
You see that they're like connected to a bunch of gears and stuff that run on some kind of Meikyo engine, a very primitive Meikyo engine, just at the very center of them. It's kind of like a horse, but it's just just a robotic mechanism, like imitating the legs, essentially.
I see.
Also, I will change the music real quick. So, is everyone ready to set off?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I couldn't possibly know what I need, so yeah.
Okay, sounds good. So let me do this.
Oh, just so we're straight. They're about to go naval at this point, or are they still trapped by land?
Yeah, they're still traveling by land. They're just on horse legs
Okay.
heading towards the beach, like over here. You
Yeah.
see? On the Roll20.
That's a cool name for a bull. Oh, a bull-drawn carriage. The name of the bull is called Horse Legs. Lol.
Horse leg. So, yeah, they're just about to be moving eastward towards the coast through the dark forests of Nikko-O still. You all set off. The carriage wheels creaking under the weight of, well, all of you. I I assume Tiguya that you're sitting on the roof again, like you did last time.
Exactly. I'm
Okay,
on the
wonderful.
roof and have 3 arrows looking in 3 directions.
Nice, very smart. The horse legs clatter. The man is just humming like, very beautiful. And while you guys are about 3 minutes out, you hear a voice. Wait, and he's like kind of running. You hear a voice beginning to approach behind you, and you hear a second voice as well. A very similar, albeit a slightly deeper one. Takkul, if you could just. Two
Tarnation.
two shinobi trail behind, in kind of a hurry, trying to catch up with the carriage, as though they were expecting to be riding on it as well. Wait, please, wait.
What do y'all want?
And
You know,
you guys can't really make out their faces in the dark, but they're pretty fast and are able to get closer and closer until they're about a meter away from the carriage, like beckoning towards it. It's Gall and Cho, the Shinobi brothers that have caused you guys trouble in the past. Wait,
Oh, gee.
we need a ride to the coast. Wait.
Well, y'all are me. I remember y'all. Look at you. I remember y'all.
Wait, you
That's
guys.
far too nice. Yeah, it's us. How about that, huh? We take care of it. You don't. You'll have to run. How about that, buddy?
Hey, listen.
What?
For a second, Gall like trips over, and Gall picks him up by the collar and like brings him back to his feet. Brother, wait, please. We just need a ride.
All right. Grab on to these arrows. I just shoot 2 arrows at him. Grab on. It's fine.
Oh God. Okay. And then he like just both brothers just grab on.
I don't know.
We really need this ride, brother. And he grabs onto an arrow, and and Gall grabs onto the other one, and both are kind of airlifted and just kind of swoop through the side. Of the carriage.
I actually slammed them straight into the ground.
Damn you!
Later, losers. Try causing trouble next time.
Where's your honor as a shinobi? Wait, that doesn't exist for us. And they kind of disappear into the dark for a moment before reappearing.
We'll steal a different one.
No, we just need a ride.
We can steal the next one.
There's not one coming for several days.
How do you know that? I didn't see the registry.
I looked at the registry.
How far are they from now at this point?
Right now, considering they're like at this point on the travel path, they've now gone like 40 meters away. Brother, we just need to catch up to this one. And he just gets up and grabs Gall, grabs him by the collar again, and they just begin like sprinting, but while like jogging. They jog, but they're going at sprinting speeds, like really fast.
and why should we let you get on this ride?
Yo, shout.
We don't care what you think about. We just need to get on.
I mean, we haven't caught back up. You gotta shout.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah, but like, what
Okay, well-
reason? What reason?
Oh yeah. We just need a ride
Where y'all going?
to the
Well,
coast.
you need a ride.
like
You got me wrapped up in this that stupid plan you had last time.
yes,
The
brother.
cooking contest.
I know that. I know you don't like my plans. Just let me handle this one. Look, we don't care about your bounty anymore. We're going for a new one.
A new one? How much is it worth?
It's worth everything.
Everything.
It's the bounty to kill Juryoku, the new gravity.
Oh, what's that?
Old news is what it is.
Oh, news.
Old news.
It's very old news, and maybe we can make him old news in time with a lot of money on hand. And he looks back at his brother, and they kind of chuckle.
I don't know.
evilly.
Wait,
I hold up a rope.
don't try to
the
laugh. Don't laugh in my stead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is old news. Just because you laugh at something doesn't mean I'm gonna laugh with you.
How about you guys come over and tell us about this little gravity thing? Y'all just have to catch up.
Yeah.
Sure, as long as Mr. Desperado here and all his grand schemes does all the talking. Because I want to take a nap. And my feet are getting very tired. Can you just help me up, please?
Oh God! Damn it! Okay, fine. And then, Gall. Oh, what's up first?
Oh, I was gonna say I throw them over 2 old nooses.
What?
That's very morbid of you.
My feet are getting tired, brother, so I'm kind of getting reluctant. Seems like a deathbed, you know.
God damn it! He grabs Gall by the collar, and crosses his fingers together, preparing an ninjutsu ability, and uses a duplication technique.
I know that.
He used duplication technique, shooting 3 illusory duplicates of himself forward, grabbing the rope nooses, and then they're kind of all being dragged behind the carriage. Cho throws Gall towards the other noose, and they begin making their way up.
You know what? They did it.
Oh, and okay, I'm gonna. Alright, if you want to get on, if you give your life of servitude to me, I'll let you get on the carriage.
Yeah, serve her. Serve her.
Go screw up, Fat, you're
This is
rolling!
all I expect.
You said what?
Getting
What'd you say?
dragged.
What?
I put an arrow from the rope.
Takkul, please post the gift. Please post the gift, Takkul.
Alright.
This is us currently.
Oh god, which one?
You said you won't serve her? You said what?
No, look at her. She is crazy in her eyes.
Are you crazy?
I look down, peek into the thing.
Are you crazy?
Wait, to me?
You're the only woman. Besides, would go.
Like how he
crazy?
looks down, but he's
No,
blonde.
I'm not crazy. I'm just creative.
By this
My
time,
Yeah,
By
she's
this
just
time-
creative.
by this time, whenever Tiguya, you like turn back to them to say that, Cho is just right in your face.
I put my 2 hands together,
Shadow walk.
and I'm just like immediately at the front of the fucking carriage.
We're
Oh my.
we're shinobis, you know. We climb rope a lot. Gall and Cho are
Yeah,
both just at the edge of the carriage.
Well,
Wait, so they're like on the carriage?
Yeah,
or...
they're hanging onto the side of the carriage now.
And then as he looks up, he has a barrel looking. He's looking down at the barrel.
There's a substitution jutsu goes off.
Yeah,
Hmm?
yeah. As
You're
soon as
looking at yourself now.
Wait, what?
Gall's the Gall that is looking down the gun barrel suddenly just becomes a shadow duplicate of you. Is what Takkul said.
Of me?
Yeah, it's
Of me?
just
stop playing your shinobi
I just karate chop the hand.
shinobi tricks.
the shadow duplicate of Yoshida just falls off the carriage side, and then once it hits the ground, it becomes a
Log.
It becomes a log.
I haven't heard you giving your life servitude to me.
So where am I? Since you did all that, where am I actually now?
So-
Or where is he actually now?
So Gall is hanging onto the back side of the carriage, and Cho is hanging onto the left side.
Man, you saying during that whole shenanigans, one of us couldn't have gone inside?
That's what we're probably going to do.
Okay.
Meanwhile, while this is happening, by this point, I've eaten 2/3 way through the food supply.
Wait, we had a food supply? What?
Wait, y'all, food?
Y'all.
I wonder what I'll have for dinner.
I covered food.
Cho just kind of grabs the roof and just kind of jumps into the first level of the carriage and hops onto a bench.
Oh, I'm gonna point my guns at them. though.
Okay, fine, yes, whatever. You people don't make anything easy, do you?
I use prop hunt jitsu.
What?
A prop hunt jutsu.
But since there are only trees around, it just turns into a tree.
Like a little mini bonsai tree underneath the seat.
Yeah, so Cho is just sitting there, like hands on his knees, looking at you all, like in a very contemptuous manner. And Gall is sitting. Well, Gall is not there. There's a tree in his place on the bench.
A little like 1.5 foot tree
Yeah,
on the floor of the first floor of the carriage.
yeah. And
Sweating.
You can see like sweat beads go off of it. By the way, here's a recap of what these twins look like. The left is Gall and the right is Cho.
Oh, oh. I forgot about that.
Why aren't we dead yet?
Because I haven't shot yet.
I ask myself that question every day, brother.
attempted.
Wait, no, it was out of character.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Look.
so where do you keep your life servitudes, man?
No, we're not giving you our life servitude. No, here, just give us a second. Hear us out.
I stayed in
Listen.
bonsai form.
You know why we don't owe you our life servitude? He points at Yoshida, very, very sassily.
I start
Why is
T
that?
pose moving next to, I guess what I think is the blind one, Tiguya.
I'm on the roof.
I start to like spider climb at the bonsai tree. Towards
I'm just sitting up there screaming.
Throw a burrito at him.
Hisoka, help me! It's a demon!
It's just a little tree. Do you know why we don't owe you anything? Not a cent, not a single mon. He points at you, Yoshida.
And why is that?
His eyes open wide and they gleam almost animalistically. He reaches
Yeah,
behind his
that is-
back. He reaches.
I mean, no wider than his portrait.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. He reaches behind his back and brandishes something in front of you. It is a water heater. It is the water heater that you shot 3 holes into when he was trying to escape. We can't cook any more ramen thanks to you.
Haha, loser!
Shut up! Look, we really need to destroy Juryoku so we can buy a new water heater.
I hand him a single match.
The tree starts to like, the little bonsai tree looks down, hears the thing about, sees the match, and it starts to quiver in fear.
It just snaps in half as the wind blows.
I came up with the Goblin Cho's like life goal on the spot.
It's beautiful.
What kind of hilarious goal is that?
I go for losers without a water heater!
It's not funny. We've been starving for days. I don't know how to make anything else.
You guys suck!
You suck.
Bonsai tree starts dry heaving.
You can't kill me!
I God darn it! Cho just reaches above the roof, grabs the bonsai tree, and sits it down next to him.
The bonsai tree continues to dry heave.
Dry heave?
It's dry heaving.
All right,
Like
look.
I mean, it's a gag reflex thinking you're gonna throw it, but nothing comes up.
Like that.
Oh.
So the little bonsai looks like it's doing crunches.
Like the GIF?
Yeah.
Like Squidward.
Okay, listen here. In this situation, fighting something as strong, as legendary as Juryoku is something that requires more and more allies. We don't need to be at strife, at least not for the moment. Just hear us out. If we are allowed to accompany you, you travelers who have proven yourself to be quite resourceful, then, well, we'll offer our assistance to you as long as we can take some of the money to buy a water heater.
So how much money?
How much money? Water heaters these days go for about 3,000 mon.
Jeez, what?
1,500, y'all got a deal. Y'all got to split the other half.
Wait, so like... Wait...
Y'all get 1,500.
We get
I
1,500
whipped out a calculator.
in comparison, like in combination.
Yeah, both of y'all get 50. Y'all got 750 each.
We get 7,500 each.
No, 750.
Does interest apply?
There's no loan.
Do we get dental benefits at least?
Y'all teeth suck.
I know.
That dental benefits won't help you. You're fucked.
Listen, just 30,000 won. I mean, 3,000.
You said 30,000? You said 30,000?
3,000.
No, dude.
3,000.
You guys get off the cabbage.
3,000 won is all we need. This is. I know this is quite a lot to ask for when the winning prize money is about 10 million mon, but we just need 3,000. That's all.
It's too much. Y'all know how much mon I got on me right now?
How much?
Like 5.
You look into your bag where you hold the money, and there's a jelly bean in there.
Damn.
There's a jelly bean and a very small man that threatens to kill you.
Little bastard. I'm thinking of later, you little shit. I'll close my bag. Listen. You guys are asking for too much. You understand that, right?
Oh, okay, how about we kill Juryoku, and we can split the money then and there.
If you're gonna help us in any way, shape, or form on this quest, then
the tree starts moving very subtly and looks over Yasha.
And
then it starts to mold itself into one of the possessions that she has.
Oh my God.
The tree has now become a wooden gunpla.
My God.
And it starts to get closer to you, as if it's trying to beckon something from you, as if it's pleading for its unrooted life.
Well, before that, what did you want to say, Yasha?
If you're truly on this quest to buy a water heater,
Yes.
then with that kind of prize money, I don't think it's a problem if we can form a truce on this matter.
Yes, we just need a water heater.
Yes, you gotta understand.
The tree shrugs, shakes its head.
Brother,
I have an arrow.
Brother,
I have an
if you
arrow
stay
right in front of Yasha.
Gotta understand. That's a lot of mon. That's 3,000.
I'd like to clarify that the arrow is right in front of Yasha, but whenever Tiguya speaks, it's coming from Tiguya, so everyone can hear him.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of mon. You understand that, right?
It might be a lot of money, but compared to the prize money being 10 million won,
The arrow just moves up and down.
You don't understand.
Wait, is it actually 10 million?
You guys never.
I didn't know what it was.
You
Yeah.
guys have not heard
But-
the prize from any other source.
Oh, okay.
So
3,000 mon. It's more than I have in my pocket. I have a jelly bean and a man who wants to kill me in my pocket.
I have 4,000 won right now.
You can't say things like that. Don't talk about your money like that, Yasha. Come on, what are you doing?
Right when Yasha says that, Chos does I smell mon. Sorry, and he shakes his head. Sorry, it stinks. I apologize.
You mean it
I
stinks,
hide
huh?
my bag of 5,000 won.
You saying our money stinks, huh?
I'll put the arrow down.
Huh?
He puts his hands up and shakes his head. Listen, just you don't have to accept our help. We just need to be brought to the coast is all. If that is all right.
You know what? I'll take one. You know, it's up to them, actually. I'm not going to make a decision. I'm on the roof. That means I'm out of the situation.
Diplomatic immunity.
So neutral.
What is up?
Who's driving the carriage?
The old man. He's just kind of humming still.
Okay. The wooden gunpla jumps up midair and performs a flash jutsu.
Oh,
And is no longer there.
Oh.
Oh.
And the gunpla is sitting in the lap of the co-chainler.
Oh. Nice. Okay. Oh, why hello there, little licensed action figure.
Don't trust it. It wants to kill you.
I don't believe that.
Listen to this, man. I open my bag.
Okay. The little wooden Gall takes his faceplate off and it sees a wooden mouth move.
Shut up, Takkul. Shut up.
Excuse
Thank
me.
you.
It
Oh.
puts its faceplate back on.
Oh, I see. It speaks. That's quite something. I feel a reference just went over my head.
It was directed at me.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god. Why?
Wait. It's like the little man inside of Tiguya's bag. Like, did he speak?
I don't know
Has
what
he
you're
spoken
talking.
yet?
I don't know what you're talking about.
We don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
I don't know what you're talking about, Purse.
I slowly open my bag and look in it. Close it.
Okay. Please, Purse, take the first Aiki chit for this.
oh, bet.
Purse, you take the first Aiki chit, and
Let's go.
yeah, that'll be the first one. That'll be the first one for now. All right. You and the ninja just bicker for about an hour more to essentially no consensus for a bit. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss with the twins?
How about... Well, we'll let you on this ride if you promise to leave us alone.
Yes, we promise to leave you alone. He looks at you, Yoshida. Look, we ninja might be betraying, infiltrating, backstabbing, life-hating, good-killing people, but we have
That's
honor.
right. We do
Right.
not. Fine.
Cho turns to you and gives you the ninja sign.
He's not lying. He's telling the truth.
What's the ninja sign, Tiguya?
It's a. Hold on. Let me pull this up.
Oh god. Oh god.
Where is it, bro? You know, it's fine. Just keep it going. Keep it going. I'll pull up the ninja sign.
Okay.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
Okay, sure. Well, yes, fine. Just as long we just need to get to the coast, and from there on
It's
out.
this face.
Uh-oh.
You get really close to them when you make that face. It's the ninja sign.
Oh. Wait, hold on, let me get that in the recording. Oh no. Oh god. Okay. Well, you and the twins agree that at least until they get to the coast and to the ocean, that the brothers will bring you no harm for the remainder of the journey. Does anyone want to play Nico Nico? Show pulls out a deck of cards and the journey ensues.
Oh,
So it's been about a 6-hour trip. Significantly shorter than your trip from the capital.
Anyone nodded off?
Oh yeah, is anyone sleeping by this time? It's been 6 or 7
It's a long
hours.
trip.
I have from food coma.
Who needs sleep?
Bocchi is still in silence, was deep in thought. Spirits in machine, life without flesh, the past, the present, the unforeseen future. He only hears these thoughts and what seems to be a heartbeat. Thank you, Moo.
God
What
bless.
a freaking cool character, Jesus.
Damn.
So Rasu is sitting there in silence. And Hisoka is sleeping with a cartoonishly tubby stomach.
I'm currently laid down prone on the roof.
You occasionally get up, and then you make
When
a
you
pose.
look over,
Huh?
if you look over, there are now 2 stagecoach drivers.
God.
You don't know when it happened.
Can I
This is incredible.
Can I add, Tiguya, that you get out of prone occasionally and stand in like kneeling as though you're holding a gun that isn't there, and then you sway your hip like left and right, and then get back down into
Yes.
prone.
Yes. And then all of us, I just whisper under my breath,
Monosuka.
I keep shit.
I get shit.
No,
I get
fuck you. This from me.
No, I will take
He
one
only
of me
gets
too.
one.
No,
No.
you can have multiple.
No, I only get one per game.
Oh, right. Okay. You take one of Takkul's special Aiki chits that he only gives one of
Nice.
per game.
you love this shit.
Yeah, so now there are two stagecoach drivers, and the other one, the original one that was sitting on the left of the seat looks over and says, "Oh, I knew this day would come."
I knew this would come.
And he just begins taking off his shirt.
I begin taking off my pants. We exchange clothing.
they exchange clothing. They put on each other's clothes, and then they sit the rest of the trip silent, completely silent.
Best part is that they have the same clothes they've got regardless.
Yes, they have the exact same clothing. Though
Isn't Gaul still in gunplow form anyway?
no, he turned to look like the stagecoach driver.
Hmm.
So
Wait.
Gotcha.
When he goes back to being normal, does that other guy's clothes just gone?
when he goes back to being normal, I will say that
Oh, stick around to find out.
yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Alright.
Did anyone volunteer to play Nico with Cho, by the way, or have you
No.
left him hanging?
I raised my hand.
I
Okay.
mean, we did give him nooses.
There is an arrow playing
Oh my
Nico
God.
Nico.
Okay,
Bad.
so whenever you guys volunteered to play, it was about like 2 hours ago. So you guys have been in a game for about 2 hours. Currently Hisoka has well, actually no. You know what? I'm going to say the arrow is currently on fire.
Oh,
Cho is just completely drenched in some kind of liquid. Hisoka, can you describe what has happened to you during the process of this game? This completely nonsensical card game.
oh, fuck. I think I just passed gas.
Every single hand.
Yes. It's
Oh,
like my luck, like good luck routine.
So every time, so you put a card down, and you hand a canister of gasoline to to Cho. Oh, wow, okay. You're pretty good at this game. Thank you.
Excellent.
Amazing.
The ride ensues for about 2 more hours. It's about 3 hours until the ride is over, and you all are at the coast. Is there any last thing you'd like to do?
No, I think I'm good.
Yasha? Anything?
Nope.
Okay. How about you, Yoshida?
No, I'm good.
Okay, sweet. I would say about this time, Gul's Shinjutsu would probably give out. I mean, sorry, ninjutsu. Sorry, his ninjutsu would
The old
probably
man
give
is still wearing 2 pairs of shirts.
out. He's just wearing 2 pairs of shirts now. Great. Okay. Oh, what a warm day. Things are quiet, almost peaceful. You spend some time with the twins, and it's nice for a bit. You all make it to an outcropping, to the northeast of the village that you started out in Nikko-o. For the first time in a while, you see the sun come out. It's interesting. You haven't seen it in like about 3 days. The coast is an odd mixture of red and blue hues as you see both the sun and the moon hovering above, reflecting ever so gently off of the waves. Even though it shouldn't be physically possible, in the distance, you see something odd. You see a white, almost cliff peak shining at the top. And I'll post the image on here as well.
That's scary looking.
Oh, wow.
You're essentially all on a beach. You're on a beach currently. There's a kind of a structure to your guys' left, which is northwards.
That's the ocean, right?
Yeah, that's
they're
the
looking
ocean.
out.
Yeah,
So-
like this. Yeah.
To give further representation, there are. I know it's not in there in the picture,
Mhm.
but to give character, there are various floating obelisks that dot the waves going into the distance. They're
Yeah.
really they're very few at the coast, but as you go further into the ocean, they become more and more dense. And as you draw closer to the coast and see like the waves as if they're almost approaching your feet, these obelisks are calcified warriors from dating from ages from maybe previous challengers from hundreds of years, decades, or longer. But their armor is completely glossed over, some even mummified. But all you see is an ocean of mummies and statues.
That's freaking cool. You
That's
all yeah. Oh, go on.
It's not good. It's not good.
Berserk moment.
I have never read that far, so I wouldn't know.
Just
Um,
sounds very.
No, it just sounds very Berserk.
Yes.
It's not actually from Berserk, not that imagery. You all look
Okay.
yeah. You look across the ocean horizon dotted with these almost statues of soldiers who were once alive. There's nothing that you can see that would really be able to help you go towards the center. All you see in the distance is that shining rock. Looking around, you see a small structure to the north of you, and nothing really else.
I see. Old man, where do you think we should go?
Well, I was just told to drop you all off. I was told to tell you to just wait a bit, and that what you're seeking will be pretty evident.
Well, off to the shack then.
Well, I guess so.
I'll be off. Back to Nikoho. I'll get some lunch. And he kind of digs around in the food supply. It's like, where'd all of it go? As he kind of zooms away.
All right.
I would like to ask you all to roll for, where is it? What would it be?
Destiny?
No. Roll for notice. Everyone roll for notice. A success is 4 successes.
For notice.
I forget how this works.
So in Roll20, for notice, the number that you have next to senses, that's how many dice you're rolling.
Mm-hmm. And then the amount of time is next to notice.
5
Yeah.
to 6 was.
Oh yeah. Essentially if you have like a 2 in notice, a success is 2 and under, you know?
I see.
Yeah.
How does
So,
do
D6
rolls?
less
Roll
than-
thing.
So is this a combined effort? They have to like is a total
No.
of
It's
a
just
group of 4?
whoever succeeds. I just want to see.
Okay.
So you said What's a success? Sorry.
4.
Yeah, 4. 4 successes is what's needed.
Okay, 4 successes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
So if I have 4, it's less than 4. 4 notice. Oh, welcome back, man.
Hey, boo.
Welcome back.
So for you, Ratbag, your notice is yeah, you have 4 in notice. So if you roll 4 and under, that's a success, and you need 4 successes.
Okay. I have 8.
Oh my freaking god!
Is your notice 6?
I
Oh wow!
hate.
Damn.
Damn. Okay.
I had a single success.
Oh.
And then a bomb.
Brutal.
All right. Anyone else?
What's the roll?
Wait.
What's the roll? Notice.
You noticed me.
Bruh, look at all those ones.
Correct.
I'm glad you noticed.
Which one's the command?
Oh,
It's a advanced dice roller at the bottom.
Imagine you-
At the left, yeah.
Bottom.
At the left
Uh,
side, they have the dice roller thing.
yeah, it's the
Oh,
symbol of the
what the
dice.
heck?
Yeah. You go to
Yeah,
advanced
so-
dice roller,
Yeah, advanced dice roller.
and it's D6s.
Alright.
6.
So notice is under census. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you roll 1 or roll
So
It's however
you,
much. Census
9.
yeah. So you have 9. So you'll roll 9, and any success is 2 and under. So if you roll 2 and under, that's a success.
It's been a while. Let me check my thingy.
Yeah. Oh my freaking god. All right.
Insanity.
So you have
Yes,
2.
people notice.
Yeah, I'm checking my roll.
That's 6 successes for him.
Okay. Yep. Okay. 6. Okay. So holy crud. All right. So, Yoshida. Wait. So, right move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Mhm.
Do it.
When.
Brr. Where is the freaking difference? Oh, nope, that is not what I want to do. There we go. That is what I want to do. There we go. Thank you.
Dang.
What's this next again?
Oh,
For your under?
For the success for you move would be notice 2. 2 and under is a success.
I see.
Yeah, so you'd roll 76.
Yeah. I'm also checking one more thing, but that's it. I'll just roll 76.
Okay.
That. Where?
When.
Oh,
Wait, D4? It's
76.
D6.
Yeah, 76. Yeah.
76. I'm doing. Bob. Where?
When.
There we go.
There we are.
Nice.
All right. And so you have a 2 in notice, so that's 1, 2, 3 successes. Okay. So it seems that Hisoka, Tiguya, and Yoshida are the ones that succeeded. Let's see. So the two of you, okay, so let's see. How many successes did you get, Purse?
Mine is 2 and below. 3?
3 successes. Okay. Gotcha.
So
Okay,
it's
gotcha.
2 and below, right?
Yeah, 2 and below. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you, Hisoka and Yoshida, in the distance, you see by the structure, there is a kind of small post sticking out of the ground. It seems to be carrying something bronze. It draws your attention. You, Tiguya, who got the most successes, this is something completely unrelated. As you're walking, and as the other two have noticed this thing and almost pointed out to you, you begin taking a step, and your toe hits something in the sand very lightly, something small. You look down, and it looks at first like a conch or a seashell. When you go down to look at it a bit more, you realize it is an entire gunpla made of seashell.
What the fuck is this?
It is a scale model build kit robot made entirely of seashells.
Huh. Well, I guess can I pick it up? Is it like sizable enough?
Oh
I can
yeah,
pick it
yeah.
up?
Oh yeah. Easily. It's,
Okay,
it's
yeah.
larger than your hand. It's larger than your hand.
I'll just kind of pick it up with 2 hands.
Just appraising this, you can tell that this is worth quite a bit.
Look at this. Point to Yasha. Look, Hisoka, look at this. Fuck the post. Look at this. Look at
The
this thing.
value is at least 1 mon. At least.
At least 1 mon.
Look at this thing. This thing is nice. Look how nice it looks. Hisoka, you see this?
I don't.
Too
even
busy
notice the
eating
commotion.
the food that I smuggled.
Craziness, Hisoka. It's craziness.
You do whenever Tiguya begins showing it around you, Yasha, do notice it.
Look at that thing, Yasha. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this thing. You see this?
Can I have him?
What do you mean? What do you mean? You can't do this to me. I started this. I found this.
I pat Tiguya in the back as I hand him a burrito and get the.
Oh, shit, yeah, I just dropped the thing. Fuck that burrito.
Ah, yes, the good old.
I just pick it up and add it to my collection.
Yeah, cuss. Come on.
The moment you touch it, Yasha, I would like you to add a fate.
Oh my god.
I would like you to add a fate, Yasha. It is.
Wait, so did fates add karma?
No, this is one that will not. It is addicted to build kits.
Good. Okay.
Good.
Emotion addicted to build kits.
Emotional addiction.
I was gonna.
Bomb praise. You could have gotten one better resolution.
I would have gone on like a tangent to Tiguya about like how it's very important for my spiritual journey and finding my master. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I got this burrito. I know what that poster's all about over there.
Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, there's just a post in the distance next to a small wooden building.
So it was a. What was it?
It is
It was a model kit made out of.
Made out of seashells. It is beautifully made.
Who leaves this kind of stuff lying around?
I don't know, but it sucks. I got a burrito. Look at this burrito. Look at this. Ain't that good? One hell of a burrito.
I almost wonder if like the gunpla was formed through a clash between the new gravity and some previous challenges.
My god.
For lore.
So
It's
you
just
guys continue onward.
Yeah.
I guess so.
I keep staring at the horizon.
You guys all come across the post that the two of you noticed. It's a wooden post with a bronze bell. It is almost ancient in nature. There is a pressure or an energy resonating out of it that is almost ancient and almost magical in how you feel. To the left, there's a gift shop.
There's a goddamn gift shop here.
Wait.
What? What is it?
Wait, did you say gift shop?
Yes, there's a gift shop. There's a rack of postcards out front.
What?
There's a T-shirt hanging from the window that says, "I saw the bronze bell."
Man.
I go to the gift shop.
Okay. So, before anything, you take a step into the gift shop, Hisoka, and there is someone at the counter.
I leave the gift shop. I'm kidding.
There's somebody at the counter. He looks at you, and he is a sight to behold. Give me a moment.
Oh.
Just a moment. The man looks to you, Hisoka, and he introduces himself. Any minute now.
Wait, what? Wait for me?
No.
Oh.
We're waiting on something else.
Oh my god.
Wait, no way.
Rudy, quiet down in the back, goddammit, there are people in here.
No way!
Oh, hang on, let me get my apron, goddammit. Welcome to Big House International House of Shit, how can I help you?
You did not.
Hisoka, what's going on here? I'll walk in there. Holy shit!
This man is like 9 feet tall. He's 9 feet tall. He's very big.
1.5.
You're very big. What are you doing here, mister?
I run the shop with Rudy in the back. Rudy! We got people!
What do you mean, boss? We never get people.
God damn it, Rudy. Anyway, how can I help you, lovely people?
What do you sell?
Anything at all. We sell bric-a-brac, bubblegum, candy, whatever you need here at the lovely gift shop full of shit.
Everything in this gift shop is Belle themed and ocean themed. There's a few surfboards. There's several T-shirts with bells on it.
Can we point out how multiple of these things probably don't exist in the Tenra universe?
The shop owner doesn't know what you're talking about.
The hell are you talking about? We sell surfboards.
How much for the shirt?
Jesus.
How much for the shirt? What size you want?
This big. I like stick my arms out. This big.
That big, you say?
This big.
Why ain't you thick?
Yeah, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. They're just not that big. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just not built like that.
You feel yourself being crushed under the sheer pressure of the store owner.
I hand him another burrito.
Oh, burrito! Thank you. Thank you so much. Man, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I don't get normal people shopping here.
Do you know what happened last time someone tried to shop here, boss? And just you see the Rudy that he was talking to come out, peek around the corner, and point at the corner of the shop, and there's a skeleton.
What happened to him?
He asked for an XL size.
Pay me.
Wait, what?
Y'all don't.
Since all of the commotion, I just start coming over because it's very odd what I'm hearing.
Mm-hmm. So Yasha, the Kugutsu comes in.
Oh, wait, what kind of money do you even accept?
We accept any kind of money, as well as sexual favors.
Oh.
I heard enough, and I just immediately leave the shop.
So I've never done a sexual favor before. What does that entail?
Ask Rudy.
No, I'm not worried about Rudy. I'm asking my friend Hisoka here. I'm asking my friend Hisoka.
By the time they just look at me, I'm already stripping.
Hisoka, stop stripping!
Good Lord, I love the enthusiasm. But anyway, come walk with me, talk with me. We'll look over the store's wares. We have bells on surfboards, surfboards with bells, boogie boards, penny boards, anything you could ever want and desire. We sell thick women.
You sell women here?
We sell anything your heart desires.
Whenever the store owner says we sell thick women, there's just a Kugutsu right there that goes, "Hey," and for whatever reason, there like you didn't realize it before, but when you came in, there is somehow a full size Yuroi mobile armor with a bell attached to its chest. It is almost as tall as this man is. It is 9 feet tall. It is huge.
I would imagine that Kugutsu is not finished. It's just like the bottom of it is still like a tree trunk, and the top
The bottom
of
of it
just...
is still a tree trunk, but the top of it is a very busty woman.
Yeah.
She's still in development.
While this is all happening, I'm still outside reminiscing about the life.
Bocchi is just outside contemplating the finer realities.
I'm staring at the light. I'm here like, man.
Brand being weird outside staring at a light bulb.
So after a bit, you guys have gone through all of the Bell and Ocean themed wares, and you have one of you have been given a kind of tropical button shirt. I'm actually gonna just completely roll a d6 to see who gets it.
Okay.
Jesus.
Oh wait, there's only 5 of you in the party, so the 6th person will have to be somebody else. If this is the 6th.
Just let it be the shop owner.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Say.
It could also be Gal and Cho.
Yeah, I was gonna ask what's going Cho doing?
Oh, they're just waiting outside. Cho is eating sand.
Good.
What?
Brother.
Okay?
Oh, it's so nostalgic.
It's okay. Nostalgic.
We were born in Nico, remember?
I'm standing right next to them, like unfazed about it, but all of a sudden, like little kind of like Pepto Bismol colored cough drop just like fell out of my pockets right next to them, just in case.
By the way, I rolled a 2, so the shop owner walks out of the store with a hula shirt and just kind of shoves it on top of Bocchi while he's just sitting there, motionless, contemplating. He just puts it on for him and walks back into the store.
This will help you on your journey.
For some reason, I look next to me as like, thanks. And then just look.
I want to illustrate that every time I step, the ground shakes.
Oh, easily.
I would say I think a better explanation. I think the ground undulates as if it was fat rolls.
It wobbles. The ground wobbles.
Why don't hey, Mr. Why don't you and Mr. Rudy back there help us go fight the new gravity?
Unfortunately, we have prior commitments. There's something called a Mugen tournament coming up, and we've been training daily. Unfortunately, the police are looking for us due to the fact that our understanding of the tournament was beating up Asian women.
Oh my God! I see. How many Asian women did you beat up?
Oh my
According to the police, it's 13, but we're going to leave that as an alleged.
Allegedly.
I'd like to comment that since Tenra takes place in a completely different world, you guys do not understand what the concept of an Asian woman is.
That makes sense to me. It makes sense to me.
I'm just assuming an Asian woman is just like one of them wooden people.
the Kugutsu?
Yeah.
Oh, fair. I will now say the Mugen tournament, I guess, is now canon to Tenra.
Dude, Sakuna's canon to Tenra.
Oh my God.
2B wins.
What was it? The 6 gods? They're just Mugen characters.
They're just Mugen characters. But
I got it. It's Ronald McDonald.
So you all kind of chat with the store owner for a bit, and he explains that a lot of people come to look at the bell and not really much else. Cho walks in with a slip of paper and says, "Oh, hello. His voice changes every single time. Crap. What is it? What is it again? Hello. I forgot to mention the carriage driver gave this to me while we were exiting. He said to put this on the nearest Kugutsu we could find, and that one right there scares me." And he points at Yasha. "But this one will work." And he goes over to the half-formed Kugutsu that the store owner pointed out to, and just slaps the piece of paper on her face. And she's like, "Ah, what was that for?" And the Kugutsu, her wooden form, changes and shifts into a very familiar form. From hips up, it is Hebizai, your guide from the journey. She crosses arms and seems a little upset, realizing that she cannot move. "Oh well, I see you all have made it to the coast."
Yeah, this is our friend, and Rudy's in the back.
We're very familiar with this. He's our friend too. What's the store owner's name, Vector?
Big Al.
We're very familiar with Big Al. Oh, here's for rundown Hebizai's portrait in Tenra. Yeah, we're very familiar with Big Al. He's been our ally. You get it? Big Al. He's been our big ally for a very long time.
Big Al. Oh my god. Oh my god dang it.
I want to have sex with a fictional character.
That will cost you one Hawaiian shirt.
Come on, man, I just bought this one.
Add a tropical button shirt to your inventory, Tiguya, but subtract like 5 mon.
Gotcha. I'm wearing it at all times.
How did he get the money?
Oh, I have 2,000. I keep it hidden in a pouch, in a pouch, in a pouch, in a pouch, in a pouch.
Oh, pouchception.
I would give you an Ike chip, but I gave you one earlier. Bravo.
Hebizai gestures and explains that your goal to further your adventure is that bell outside. There's a reason why it's so sought after. You all, she says, you all will be taken, well, towards the ocean, closer and closer to your goal, Juryoku, at the very center. I understand that it may be confusing how you're able to see him, even though he's much further off the coast than should allow. He kind of bends space and bends the light towards himself, making himself visible to anyone at the coast of the land.
So the name New Gravity actually has a meaning.
It's quite literal, yes.
We have to beat that guy?
Yes, you have to kill him.
We have to kill that guy?
Yes.
So
that guy?
Yes.
When we kill him, what happens to the gravity?
Well, it'll probably all go back to normal. His presence alone creates a weird presence in our reality. It's as though he shouldn't exist. He's too powerful.
Too powerful?
Yes.
Too powerful?
Yes.
You want us to kill him?
Yes. I feel as though it is pertinent that you all will... I feel personally that you all truly have a chance. You all are incredibly resourceful, and as I've seen, she points at the 2 ninja outside, one of them eating sand. You have a knack for making very interesting allies. I say try to make more allies and take up arms against him, and you will have a chance.
You all at this moment notice a very shifting of vibration in the earth. And you start to see the waves kind of fall back, maybe about 3 or 4 meters. And then you feel an earthquake at your feet. Enough to notice, but in the back of your mind, you feel maybe you shouldn't address an entity that might be the Earth, addressed as that guy.
Can't believe we gotta kill that guy.
She ends by saying, "Just whenever you're ready, ring the bell. Big Al will probably help you with anything else going forward. and well, he's nice to talk to, if anything. She goes to her face at her chin and seems to begin to peel at it. And once she completely pulls, the piece of paper is taken off the Kugutsu, and the Kugutsu is back to her original self. And she tosses it to the ground. Wow, that was an out-of-body experience, she says.
What he? Whoa! All right. Is that Rudy?
Rudy is currently containing his training.
R2 go wilding out in the background. Also, at this moment, you feel a second earthquake from about it feels as much as it was earlier.
Oh, God.
I see.
I walk into the shop and like notice everybody just standing around. I completely missed this conversation.
Nice of you to join us.
Yeah, I still have the shirt that Big Al gave.
So
Yeah.
You are my favorite warrior.
you look down, Rasu, at your shirt, and you realize it does literally say on it, "My favorite warrior, Big Al."
I was expecting it was gonna be I love Canada.
I walk. It's still I still have that seriousness in me, but I thank Big Al by giving him just like a handful of the medicinal candy.
Why, thank you. I will use this in the upcoming tournament.
And then I walk back to the group.
The upcoming tournament.
So you all
Is this confirmed that Fat Albert will return in the next Legion tournament?
that is neither confirmed nor denied.
And the universe handle 2 rounds of Big Al.
You all know your next step is to ring the bell. Whenever you're ready.
There are actually 2 bells of awakening.
You know, Big Al, I want one of the boogie boards.
You want one of the boogie boards?
I do.
And how do you intend to pay? What currency do you have?
I got
I open my pouch with the little man.
What the goddamn?
Tiguya produces from a tiny bag from his hips. It is a very small man that emanates a murderous intent. He is very tiny, like one of those green army figures, tiny.
I'm not gonna give you this. I just wanted to show you this. I wondered if you ever seen anything like this.
This thing fills me with a dread.
Listen, Big Al, I feel like I'm cursed with this thing. I don't think I can kill it. I don't have it in me. You hear it?
Please take an Ike chip person.
How did you get that thing?
I just looked and it was there. I don't know what I don't know.
It's like punching in the air towards like Tiguya, like.
Do you truly wish to be rid of this?
No, I want to keep it. I'm just wondering if you've seen anything like it, Big Al.
One moment. I walk into the back. You just hear a rumbling. Rudy, stop fucking around!
I'm very mind.
I come back holding like in the palm, like cupping my hands together. In our training, we shrunk Dumb Donald, and I open my hands up to little tiny Dumb Donald. I have never quite figured out how to unshrink him, but given the fact that he is mentally retarded, he cannot speak about his situation.
My God.
Vector, can I give you like 7? Okay. So Vector, there's a system in our tabletop game in Tenra Bansho where, if somebody is good, like does something cool or funny, we give them Aiki chits, and it's kind of like EXP.
Okie dokie.
I'd like to give you like 7 Aiki chits, please.
Okie dokie.
Just write it down somewhere.
Okay.
Oh my god, I'm crying.
Well, I mean, that's very interesting. Do you think this thing was shrunk? Whatever it is, I kind of put my head near it.
It could have been, perhaps, but only this magic was unleashed when I nearly destroyed the universe in the Mugen tournament before.
Who were you fighting?
Perhaps this creature too was affected during when I fought a Toho.
Toho. What the fuck is a Toho?
I
Are you a
still
Toho?
don't know. I have no earthly clue what a Toho was, but during our great battle, I destroyed at least one universe.
At least one.
It's Merciful. Oh my god.
Perhaps on your journey you will find a way to unshrink this one. And perhaps you will teach me to unshrink Dumb Donald. Because I'm getting tired of not having someone to carry in the groceries.
I will make it my solemn duty.
I appreciate you, little one.
Please add a fate. Ratbag. Please add a fate to yourself, one that won't take any karma. It will be where is it? Okay, you have a new fate. Goal. Find out a keyword to shrinking for Big Al. Please add that to your character sheet. Okay.
Gotcha, done deal.
Okay, thank you. So after a bit, after a while, you all convene in front of the bell. Are we ready to proceed forward? Asked Cho.
Did I get my boogie board?
Oh crap. Well, yeah.
Ah, yes, my boogie board. I'm holding it in my hand.
Subtract like 300 mon.
Oh!
I mean, you have like 5,000, right? Or 2,000?
Yeah, the 2,000's fine. I was just
It's a
joking.
very expensive boogie board.
It's got a bell on it.
I'm gonna say like 1 mon is like 1 US cent, kind of, just like how yen works.
I see.
So that shirt earlier was like a steal.
Real certified steal.
Okay, you all are standing around the bell. Tiguya, you're standing on top of your boogie board, looking at it.
Wow, look at how cool this thing is.
Do you know how to use a boogie board, Tiguya?
No clue.
Big question: is the bell on the top or the bottom of the boards?
There's like it's just a fake bell. It doesn't actually work.
Oh.
It's on the bottom.
It helps with the fluid dynamics.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Also, please take an Aiki chit Ratbag.
Okay. Thank you.
Excuse me. And one for earlier, Moo, if you're here. What you did earlier was really funny. And one for you as well, Blood, because you did things that I really liked as well. I just couldn't find a moment to say.
I'm like,
Welcome back.
Barely didn't do anything.
You have a great presence. And the things that you do are very funny. So, Moo and Ratbag... Moo, Ratbag, and Blood take 1 Aiki chit for things that you just did during that entire kind of exchange.
Yeah, baby.
I am in like a constant crisis right now.
Okay, you all are standing in front of this bronze bell. Outside
So
the
we're
shop.
supposed to ring this thing or something, right?
That's what the ninja lady said.
Ah. I kicked the shit out of the bell.
Ding 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 ding
Oh.
ding 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 ding.
I'm kicking it too.
Oh my!
Yeah, fuck this bell. Fuck this bell up.
Well, you guys spent about 10 minutes just beating the shit out of this bell. We will now have our intermission. So if you guys want to add to any fates, remove any fates, level up any stats, please feel free.
Oh, feel fine right now. I think I don't know
Okay.
what I could add.
I take
Yeah.
a look.
Sounds good.
Actually, while we're here, can I have the rule book and world book?
Yes, I'll post it again. Let's
Yes, yes,
see.
yes.
Mhm. Mhm. Let's see. I might have to only send the simplified ones.
That's fun.
Oh wait, no, I have the mega file as well. Let me see if I can post it. Mega.
Wait. Oh no.
Hey, Neutral.
What's up, Takkul?
When we resume intermission, can I add some flair for whatever's about to happen?
Sure thing. Please do.
And you do with your best to roll with it?
Sure. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Time for the biggie.
Time for the biggie. Okay, and then here's this. Okay, I will now send the mega file for the world and rule book for Tenra Bansho.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, let me see if I can share it correctly.
What?
What is
17.
17 doubloons. Alright.
What's that cat doing?
Going the fuck off.
Okay, let's see if this link works. I will also post the simplified sheets under.
What you posting?
I'm posting the rule book and
Rock?
world book.
Nice.
Pin it.
Yeah.
Pin it. Pin it.
Yep.
Pin
Well, give a description beside it so it's not just.
Yeah.
Tenra Bansho 0.
Bambo
And then
people.
here's the.
There's your night been, bud.
It's been pretty good. I've only been up like 2 hours.
Man. Alright.
Thank you for joining as a guest star in these like a very last moment. The very last
That was
moment.
Absolutely.
You're doing absolutely amazing.
That looks amazing.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh my lord. Oh man.
Man, it's kind of going off.
Real shit.
Get us that, partner. Round and round.
Let's see. Snake, I'm defecting to the balance. Okay. So, Blood, do you want to level up at all?
No, because then I would die.
You are very strong.
I have 90 karma. I literally can't do shit.
Oh, I see. Would you want to remove any fates or resolve any fates?
Let's see if that.
Fence.
Oh my Jesus. Negative 12. Oh,
Not really right now.
Okay,
I don't
sounds
think
good.
there's anything I can do.
Okay, gotcha. Sounds good then. All right, Hisoka, would you like to level up take away any fates to lower your karma, resolve anything, add a stat?
I think at the moment I'm not too sure, but I have a question because
What's up? What's up?
I have a fate that costs nothing that we added some time ago, but I don't know what it's about.
What is it?
It says all of neutrals Aiki chits only at select Burger King joints.
Wait, what?
What?
You only utilize them at select Burger King joints.
I guess so, but I have all.
So so essentially the fate is all of the Aiki chits I give you are just Burger King points.
I don't even know. They're only at select Burger King joints.
Oh, they only work at select Burger King joints.
Oh,
See,
what the?
I don't know what that's all about. I think you just did that yourself.
No, there's no way.
here, Pris, listen.
I
We'll
don't know
save
what
it.
I was on.
Here, Pris, we'll save it to save those until we get to the IKEA arc.
Oh yeah, you're right.
God.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so anything else besides that, Purse?
I think I'm good.
Sounds good. Oh my god. Max, would you want to level up Yoshida at all?
How? Using the Ki or the...
Yeah, using Ki. You're able to level up stats and stuff using Ki, but at the cost of karma.
Right. No, I don't have enough for...
Okay. Gotcha. Alright, Ratbag?
Blah, 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 blah. Let me see. Look at myself.
Yeah, no worries.
Ki. Where check how much Ki I have again? Sorry.
Let's see.
It says current and spent, but it's empty.
Your Ki is... Let me see. I believe Ki is your Aiki chits. So...
Okay, so my Aiki chits. Got you.
No,
Yeah.
the Ki and Aiki chits are different, but you can use the Aiki chits as Ki, right?
Oh, yeah, that's how it is. Yeah. My bad.
Okay. So we rolled for Ki. I remember we used to roll for Ki, right?
Right. Oh, yeah. Okay. Right. Let me remember how to roll for that. Sorry about this.
Yeah. I do not remember how much Ki I have exactly, but
Yeah.
we'll just figure
okay.
it out. Probably not much. I think I had like 3 or something. Low amount. I had a very low amount, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Let me make sure then. I'm remembering now. I had a specific thing that I took a picture of, but then forgot to roll. Right. We need to do fate rolls. That's what I was missing. Okay. Da-da-da. Okay, so fate roll. Da-da-da. 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 So number of successes can become Ki points. Okay. Every single of these successes become Ki points. Okay. Okay, so for every single, so everyone, based on however many Aiki chits that you currently have in your possession, which I'm hoping you wrote down, you're able to roll to convert those into Ki.
So you're able to?
Yeah, you can choose if you don't want to, and if you want to use the Aiki for something else, like making a specific attack stronger later down the line, something like that. But the most common thing is to turn it into Ki, which is basically EXP. So yeah. So let's say if you have 8 Aiki chits, you can make 8 Aiki rolls to turn it into Ki. And you roll based off of your empathy stat. So empathy, where's empathy under? There it is. Empathy 3. Yeah, okay. So if anyone wants to roll for Ki, then just let me know and I'll tell you what to roll.
Excuse me.
Hey, Yeet. Thanks for joining. Amazing. Thanks for joining in, Yeet. We're in our intermission currently and seeing if anyone wants to level up or convert any points. And then we'll continue back with our session.
What the fuck has been going on?
It has been kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Blood, Purse, Max, Ratbag, Moo, you guys want to roll for Ki, or are you guys good for now? There'll be another intermission later.
Yeah, is there an advantage to holding Aiki chits, do you reckon?
You have more like choices in what you want to do with the Aiki chits, like putting them into a specific role, a specific attack. If you don't want to use it right now, there's really nothing wrong with just holding it.
New gravity. New
Yeah, I'll just hold
gravity.
So yeah, so like for example, say you have a final fight, you can throw all of your Aiki chits into a single attack at the end, essentially. That's a possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
The final boss will always die on one go. Because
What the fuck's up with Fat Albert?
You'll see. You'll see.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wait.
word.
Okay.
Grab water.
Yeah, so Percy, you all good?
Yeah, it's okay if I grab water real quick.
Yeah, sure. Max, you all good?
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah.
Okay, Ratbag, you all good?
Yep.
Okay, Moo, you all good?
Yeah.
Okay, and Blood, you're all good?
Did rolling for Ki come with any downsides?
Let's see.
I think using the Ki gives you the same amount in karma.
Well,
Yeah,
I was just gonna roll for Ki.
Yeah, you can roll for your current Ki without spending it.
Wait, what do you mean roll the Ki?
You're able to
Gain.
roll to gain Ki, but you don't have to use the Ki immediately if you don't want to get that karma penalty.
Wait, so how do we... Wait, it says we can replenish Ki, so how much Ki can we...
Let's see.
Or how do we roll for the Ki?
I'm talking about rolling to convert Aiki into Ki.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, then no.
Okay, so you're all good then?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll just wait for Percy to get back and we'll continue with the session. Thank you for joining us. What's up, Max?
How do we get Ki then?
You just well, you get Ki by spending Aiki chits.
Yeah, but you
By what?
You get Aiki chits and convert that into Ki.
But isn't there another way to get Ki?
Let me see.
Well, if there was, then you wouldn't be encouraged to roleplay.
That's true. The main way is through Aiki chits, which you get the roleplay.
I'll get some water real quick.
Okay, sounds good.
Hydration.
The D&D session went pretty well.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Dribbles is low-key overpowered.
Nice. Glad it works out.
I had no clue they made Do Not Disturb into a tabletop, dude. Tell me how it goes. I've heard it's been pretty hush-hush so far.
I will whoop your ass.
I've had plenty of opportunity to do so. But I have more important things. I got Chex Mix.
Ooh. Alright. Okay. Sweet, I'm ready to continue. Super excited.
We do a little dabbling.
We do a little dabbling.
Also, Newt, quick question. How's the status looking for D&D Friday night?
I should be able to. The main issue was that I'm packing that night, but I should be able to play D&D.
Okay. Do you want me to record the session, or...?
I'm sure I can do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure I can do it.
Usually packs his laptop. It's the last thing that gets packed, so...
Yeah, that's the last thing I packed.
Word.
I'm gonna say Candyman 5 times while my homie says Beetlejuice 3 times, and we're gonna make him fight. It's pretty good.
If you keep reading on.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I saw the other part of it. Here comes Bloody Mary with the steel chair. I was so scared of Bloody Mary when I was young.
Dude, same.
Nowadays, I would fight to have a woman come out of my mirror.
Bruh.
I would fucking murder for that, please.
Welcome back. We're waiting on Ratbag then.
Did you preload, by the way?
Yeah, I already have a Monster Hunter
Right,
installed.
cool.
Yeah.
Is there a
Nice.
reason the stream's black?
Oh yeah, it's just because I
That's
clicked away.
racist.
It's
Oh,
all
okay.
it is. Yeah, all it is just roll 20. There's like
Gotcha.
just for the rolls.
Also, did you draw that?
Which the sunset thing?
Yeah.
Yes, I drew that.
What is that? That's badass as hell.
It's just an overlook of the ocean with a single.
You're looking at Dorega.
Yeah. This is yeah, it's the ocean of I believe Doragi. It's Doragi, the ocean that the team is venturing to, and at the very center is a cliff face where their enemy is that they have to fight.
Okay, hell yeah, dude.
And the screenshot I posted right after is Kenshi, obviously.
Mm-hmm. What a great shot to pair it to.
I just remembered, I just remembered like light shining over the ocean, and I remembered that I took some kind of shot like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that actually is a bit closer to my own like vision of how the scene looks. I just did the red and the moon because that's more stylized to Tenra Bansho's art style.
But the session's been good so far and all?
Oh, it's been very smooth.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's been
I
good.
love midlife crisis.
I should change that.
Any interesting NPCs for the session so far?
You'll have to go back and watch.
Fair enough.
Perhaps, maybe.
Who's back? Who?
Oh, Ratbag is what?
It's right.
He's not back yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Purse.
But
Radius. What?
Yeah.
Scorpius. Scorpius.
Scorpius.
Yeah. I'm not
I
going.
actually really enjoyed my time in Kenshi, where I just ran through the ocean as a skeleton.
Yeah,
Because
that
that's how I
must be
got that screenshot.
that must be freaking great. That's so cool.
You can see like the water being disturbed on the side, because that's from the skeleton running.
That's so cool. Oh man.
What's going on here?
Hey, welcome back to Tiguya.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
All right. So it has. So are we all ready to continue?
I'm ready.
Sweet. Alrighty. Intermission is over. So about 5 minutes after Tiguya and Hisoka just beat the ever-living shit out of the bronze bell, and it rang about 30 times, something appears in the corner of your view. Coming out of the ocean is what looks like a large fish, an aquatic animal.
Tuna?
But it seems to almost be hovering at the shore, left and right, as though preparing for something. Takkul, did you have something that you wanted to do?
Nah, this is you, buddy.
Okay. After a little bit of hovering, and you guys all staring in a little bit of confusion, you see emerge from the water a creature with a metallic hide. It's a whale, barnacles growing underneath it. It emerges from the water, and before you can just process that it's a whale, the upper part of its body kind of separates from the rest of it, and it twists in half. Two metal arms emerge from it. Its upper and lower jaws folding backwards to reveal a head. It is a transforming Yoroi armor. It is ginormous, larger than any other Yoroi you've ever seen in your life. It goes on to land, steps onto the sand, and kneels down, its two arms grabbing the sand in front of it, its chest towards the ground, and its eyes shimmering in the little vapors that it has caused. It coming down from it, a staircase emerges from its upper chest, and a man in a pilot suit comes out. Why, hey there. I heard you all call with the bell. I'm here to bring anyone interested into the water cities of Doragi. You called?
A man to the left just screams at the top of his lungs. Optimum Prime! Look! Everybody look!
Billy, you...
Optimum Prime! Oh, they are Optimum Prime!
Billy... Please take an eye shit from me too.
Yeah. My God. Bruh. Oh my fucking God.
Bilger, you've been a pilot on this thing for like 30 years now.
Oh, Optimum Prime.
Please just go inside and attend to the machinery. He like pats him on the he pats Bilger on the back.
He just starts walking.
Well, hey there. This is my beautiful transport Yoroi. It was used in the war back then, but I'm just an old tourist transporter now. Y'all need a lift?
Yes.
Oh, alrighty, fine and dandy. How you doing, Big Al? It's good to see you again.
Excellent to see you as well. Please take care of my friends, especially the one wearing the Hawaiian shirt.
I nonchalantly raised my hand.
Oh wow, you're man, you're a mighty interesting character. He looks over at you, Mr. Konghoki, with the Hawaiian shirt on.
Yes.
I'd like to put the mental image in your guys' head, by the way. This thing right here, wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yep.
I'll fuck with it.
But the basket, right?
Yeah, with the basket, of course. Well, go on in. I'm Shoji. Nice to meet you. That right there was Bilger, my co-pilot. We've been riding these seas for a few decades now, at least.
It all comes out. And why don't you get in the robot, Shoji?
Shut up, Dad. He kind of.
Wait, son?
You have a son?
Son?
Man.
I mean,
Meet your nephew. Hey, Joe, it's your nephew.
just a lot of identical men are just walking out of the Yoroi. Like they all share the same face. Like
My wife. I have a wife in there. Gal's gonna take a step in.
oh, that was Gall. Shoji takes a step in and just contemplating things. Well, you all come on in. I'll bring you to the city.
Can I say bye to them?
Yeah, of course, Big Al, of course.
I want you all to remember one thing. Rudy is my bitch. However, more importantly, I will want you all to spar with me one day, for I know that you will train me for the Mugen tournament. Our battle will be legendary. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go kill another Toho.
I'll walk back up the beach, back up to the store, and you can hear muffled yelling.
The moment Big Al, before Big Al enters the shop and closes the door, his shirt explodes off, and he is extremely buff. He is like cartoonishly muscular. And the moment he closes the door, the entire other side of the gift shop explodes open. Like wood chunks just fall upon the beach.
Damn it, done it fucking done! Every time!
I'm towering boys. Yeah, like that.
Cartoonishly.
Yeah, like that muscular.
The Tiguya's like on the ground. Shit's kind of he's a little scary, you know. You reckon it's so good, or you reckon he's a little scary?
Oh God.
On that note, I take my leave. Y'all have a good rest of
Okay, you have
the
a
session.
great,
That was
one, Victor.
amazing.
Thank you for
Take it
guest
easy,
starring,
everyone.
Victor. Take it easy.
We'll see you again.
You did absolutely amazing.
That was incredible.
I'm so glad I reached out to you. Yeah. So Shoji just waves towards Big Al's direction and beckons you all onto the ship. Y'all coming or what?
I step forward. I step inside.
Yeah, just kind of walking. I'm just like trying to like maneuver my boogie board.
Fate stuck on the boogie board. No. How about you, Shinobi? Military woman. He turns his head. You both aren't really much for words, are you? He's looking at Yoshida and Hisoka.
Oh wait, what?
Oh!
Are y'all coming?
I make a hand motion asking if there's food on board.
You cannot pilot it. He does not understand your hand motions.
I have an arrow back there, and I'm just screaming. He's asking if there's food.
Somehow Tiguya comprehended Hisoka's sign language, even though he couldn't see him. Incredible.
We're just connected.
Forever. They are forever brothers.
Oh, food. I see. Yeah, there's food.
I'm already on the board now, looking for it.
He just disappeared. Like dotted lines of his outline.
Yeah, like
shape.
dotted lines, and he turns to his right, and you're right there, just walking in. Oh, okay. Oh my god, that completely reminded me of the one, the Brutus Engage video. Anyways, what about you, military woman? He looks at Yoshida. Are you coming?
Inside
the huge Yoroi, yeah. It's gonna be your only method to get to the ocean.
Yeah, go.
Okay. Alright. You all enter what seems to be the chest of this Yoroi, taking seats in what seems to be a gyroscopic passenger area. It begins to transform around you, back into its whale form, and emerges itself back into the water. From where you're sitting, you all have window views to the outside, kind of like on an airplane in real life. To compare it to, you're able to look out into the ocean. It's beautiful hues of blue, a bunch of jellyfish floating around. Yeah, like that, exactly, Moo. Fish swim by. You see several sharks, eels wriggling and wobbling, and for once, there's a bit of semblance of peace. Gall and Cho are kind of just sitting and chatting to each other in the corner about the money that they'll make and the things that they'll be able to eat. And everything for a moment is kind of peaceful. The journey towards the ocean lasts for about an hour. Whenever y'all hear rumbling, you'll feel it. Essentially, the walls of the Yoroi begin wobbling on itself. The machine shaking, even though you're very deep into the water. A lot of the crew that's attending to you seems very confused. Also, Yasha, at this moment, I'd like to point out that on the seat that you're sitting in, you look up and you see a bowl of duck feet embedded into the ceiling above you.
Bruh.
What? Wait.
What? Oh my god.
You recall the words that echo through your mind. It is now a concept that will never die. Anyways, back to it. The walls begin wobbling, almost warping from a pressure outside. there's a small alarm goes off in what you hear as the cockpit. The intercom goes on. We don't know what's going on outside, but we're going to surface just in case.
Bumblebee.
Yes, thank you. Please initiate the transform sequence, please. And then he cuts himself off. You all begin surfacing. The Yoroi whale begins to touch surface. It transforms around you once more, creating almost a flat platform floating in the water. A bunch of the crew members, the pilot included, open a latch and head onto the surface and look into the distance. It is now fully nighttime. What are you guys gonna do?
Oh, I'm currently prone, and I'm just crawling.
Brother, I think we should see what's going on outside. Gall? Gall, hello, brother? Takkul?
Just in a very deep sleep.
God damn it, meeting.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't know. I know.
Oh, yes,
he's right. His seaweed cake's pretty good.
It does. Okay, you know what? I'll go ahead and check, okay? Just continue your meal, please. Come out when you're ready, he says.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
We need...
Gall just stuff his, 5 onigiri into his face. And both brothers head to the surface above the Yoroi.
I'll follow them up.
All right.
It's nighttime now, right?
It's completely nighttime.
I'm slowly crawling my way up.
Slowly.
Hey.
Oh, what's up?
Oh, no, keep going.
Oh, okay. Slowly, one by one, the party makes it to the surface of the Yoroi as it floats, working as a genuine platform, holding everybody on top of the water. You all look eastwards, towards the center of the ocean once again. You see that the people of the ocean have lit up the central mountain with spotlights. Above head, you see what was causing the rumbling. At very high speeds, 2 large airships, blimps, are making chase, one ahead, one behind. The one ahead is one that is bronze seeming. It has an emblem of a jade rabbit on it. The one behind it is one much more familiar. It is the one of the 100 ceremony. It's completely golden with the Tenra symbol for 100 embellished on the side of it.
Oh.
Crazy. Yeah. The airship behind, you hear on an intercom, it beckons out.
Halt! In the name of the moon and the 100 ceremony army, you are not allowed jurisdiction in this area. Please leave.
Ah, shit.
What's up, Takkul?
No, I was
Oh.
looking to... Joe.
What is it, brother?
You think it was a good idea to come?
I feel like it's going to take care of itself. You all begin seeing the tracers of gunfire, which begin to be exchanged between the 2 airships.
Yeah.
The airship in front responds back.
No, we refuse. In the name of the Sky Jade Principality, we will enforce our rule here and now.
The ships begin to continue to make battle with each other. After a bit, you all continue to watch. They are now uncomfortably above the rock with the spotlight shining above it. Continuing to exchange fire, parts of each airship begin to be chafed off, falling to the water below. Seeing both of the airships just continued just a barrage upon each other. fire after fire. Eventually, a large plate falls off of one of the airships and falls down below onto the rocks. The moment it touches the water, all of you collectively feel an immense amount of pressure emanating from that rock, your goal. Both airships pause the gunfire. There is almost silence, and collectively, all of you at the same time hear a voice, not knowing where the source is, but all you know is that it's there and tangible.
The first finger is the creation. The second finger is the earth. The third finger is the sky. The fourth finger is the moon.
Both airships stop their fire, and you see an almost panic in their movement as they begin to try to escape away from the rock below them. They've completely forgotten about their hostility towards each other. But the voice continues.
The final finger is the end of the world. White and palm.
For a moment, there's only silence. The next moment, all of you collectively see the large imprint of a hand made entirely of flame bellow out into the sky and grab at both airships at the same time. In that instant, it disappears and both airships are vaporized, only seeing the remains of Yoroi and soldiers falling out towards the ocean below.
Hisoka, we gotta go downstairs. We don't wanna be up here. I don't wanna be up here. I just kind of walk it downstairs. I'll keep it an arrow up there. I don't wanna be here. No. That's not for me.
Where's the platform next to the island? Is this like right on the edge of it?
You all are just like completely in the ocean, standing on top of the Yoroi.
So we're still like a distance away.
Yeah, you guys are completely a distance away. You're kind of just trapped in the middle of the ocean, on this thing. The pilot of the Yoroi chimes in. Dear God, they rattled his nest and paid the price for it. Well, that doesn't concern us. I told you, the job already took care of itself. Wait, no, that was Cho said that. I told you, brother. The problem already took care of itself. He turns to Gaul.
I reckon.
You all look into the distance and see rumbling in the water. It seems it's not over yet. In a desperate attempt to escape back to land, you notice 2 Yoroi armors and 3 Kugutsus, gliding across the water. Their designs are very different from the ones that you saw from the 100 ceremony before. These ones are built with multiple propellers, as though built specifically for air combat. They glide above the water towards your general direction. They look hostile. I'll post this as reference.
Oh. Ooh.
Oh, shit.
You begin to be engaged by these. What's up?
Okay, sure.
This is awesome.
Oh my god, water skating samurai.
These Judoi armor approach your direction alongside 3 Kugutsu that are also skating and gliding across the water. You are being collectively approached by the remainders of the Sky Jade Principality that have just crashed.
Oh boy.
Prepare for combat.
Nice.
Oh god.
Oh man, I have to pull up what the fuck my school does. I didn't expect this session. Oh.
Sounds good.
Wow.
We got roll.
Alright. So, what is everyone's... okay, so let me see the initiative roll based on everyone's agility.
I know what mine's
Do we have to make a roll, or?
I think it's just based off of agility. And then if your agility is equal, you base it off of senses and then knowledge and then spirit. I think that's how it was.
So it's agility.
So it's like, yeah.
Just
Yeah. So let me
Okay,
see.
gotcha.
And then, so that would be 6, 5, 14, 20, 25.
Math.
Excuse me.
Excuse.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
7, 14, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay. Alright. Okay.
So should we just type in our agility again, like enchant?
Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah, everyone, just put down your agility in chat, please.
Okay.
Holy 9.
Holy crud.
9.
9.
Okay, thank you guys. Okay, so the order will be Ratbag. Ratbag goes first, so let me put the roll order. Ratbag. After that will be Moo. After that will be Blood. After that will be Purse. No, actually, so let's see. Purse. So Hisoka, 6 agility. Your senses is 9 though. So okay, yeah. So Purse, and then the Kugutsu soldiers. And then
Who the fuck did my character work in combat again? I will have to find
you punch very hard.
Yes, I know
punch very hard. Describe an anime with women that punches very hard. Shows a chibi picture of the beat.
Okay, so that's the. Why did that go divide into 2? Okay, that's the roll order.
Nice.
Okay. So the Yoroi and the Kugutsu show clear hostilities. In the desperation, they begin to attack you, trying to get onto land. They assume that you intend to get in their way and, well, are hostile by nature, and they begin their attack.
Boy.
How do you begin, Tiguya?
Currently below deck, cowering in fear. However,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to cast. Hold on, let's see. Let me look at it. Duplication technique. Sorry, I'm looking for this technique. And I'm looking for a Shinobi technique to see if I could find it.
Mhm.
Because I don't have it all written down. I should. It's my bad.
Oh, no worries. No worries, man.
Let's see. Just give me a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to cast ninja duplication technique twice.
Oh, nice. Okay. So you just have 2 other Shinobi copies of yourself?
Yeah,
appear?
I'm currently in the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm downstairs, but I'm gonna make them run up, and I'm gonna give them the orders of, if there's a fight, fight. If there's not, cower. And I'm going to sit down in a corner in the fetal position and swing back and forth.
Oh my god. So are you making any attempts specifically on the Yoroi with these shadow clones?
I mean, yeah, I'll definitely go up there and I'll have them absolutely just fucking jump at the first one they see.
Okay.
Just leap on it.
Okay. The one closest is the Yoroi that you see right there with the ring staff. It seems to be a commander type. The one behind it is a foot soldier with a Yoroi-sized katana, and the 3 Kugutsu behind are skating along the water. So you attack the Yoroi on the front?
Yes.
Okay. So what are you wanting to roll for? What kind of attack is this going to be?
Oh, they're just attacking with their ninja blades, since I don't think they really do too much else.
Okay, so that would be agility melee weapons?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. So
they have a stats of 1, basically.
Yeah,
sure.
but you have 9 dice.
9 dice. Okay, got you.
Yeah. So I will have to, if I'm correct, I will have to roll blocking for that. So I will try that.
So it'll be 9 dice less than 1, right?
Yeah.
Because all their attributes are 1.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that how that works? Okay.
I think that's how it is.
Should be.
Okay. So let me.
Is it 9? It should be 9, right?
Yeah, 9 dice. Yeah, it's 9 dice, and then your success is a 1. Any 1 is a success.
Gotcha. Here we go.
All right.
2 successes.
Two successes.
And then, and here's the second one actually.
Okay.
They have both of them.
All right.
And 1 success.
Nice.
3 successes.
Okay. Sweet. All right. So 3 combined successes.
Right.
And I will roll my character. I will roll the Keyman Commander. So that is no successes. Oh boy. Okay. He attempts to guard the 2 tiny targets heading his way. You completely successfully slice at him. At his metallic frame. How many successes did you say?
3.
And what modifier is the katana blade?
It's +3. It should be.
Okay, so
ninja,
3 plus 3.
Ninja sword is +3. Would that apply to my clones too?
I'll say that.
Should it be +1? Because that's a very easy spell to cast.
Yeah.
Plus 0 even.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. So whatever you want to do. Because it'd be very overpowered if it was +3.
Yeah. Gotcha. So let me do this. Let me do that. All right, and then actually I'll do boop. I'm just making sure I combined this right. So 5, so that's that. So 5, 12. Okay, gotcha. So, and then, right, and then so 5. Okay, sweet. Okay, gotcha. So how much damage is that again?
That is 3, and it's, I don't know what the modifier would be. If it's +1, +0, what do you want?
I'll say, do just 1 modifier for the sword.
Just +1? I got you. So it'd be, I guess 6 damage, because 3 successes +1. 6?
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Okay,
yep.
Sounds good. So, let's see. Okay, so the Yoroi, so 4, 12. Okay, so the Yoroi will take 1 damage there, and then... Alright, you, with that slash, take away a good chunk of the Yoroi's outer armor.
And both the clones are just gonna point and laugh, like, "Ah, you suck, loser! You little bitch!"
You hear the pilot echo out in anger. The next one is Mu. What would you like to do as Rasu?
So they're still in the water.
Yeah, they're quickly approaching. They're incredibly close to you. Also, I'd like to say, if any of you would like to engage in water combat, albeit standing on water or underwater, I will allow you to do so if you can give me a very cool explanation as to how you're standing and or breathing on water.
I like to keep myself dry.
Okay.
Right. So the closest is the commander, and then the other one is like farther.
Yeah. The commander, and then the grunt is a few meters behind him.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So from like the distance where I am, I'm going to aim from my arm the explosive spike.
Ooh. Okay. So you're aiming at the foot soldier?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. So let me Okay, sweet. All right.
I believe this should be.
Okay. Okay, sweet. So, and that what are you rolling for that?
Give me one moment.
Mhm.
It should be like somewhat marksman. But
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If you roll
Yeah.
for marksman, I'll roll evasion then.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, so
sweet.
with marksman, with anything I roll that involves us, I do have like an additional 3 rolls, so I have like
Holy crap.
10 d6 on that.
Holy
and
crap.
and
Alrighty.
like I at least need one, or like no, I need to roll once for
Okay.
success.
Okay, gotcha.
Once. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, then feel free to roll that. You extend your arm, your fingers flex as your hand kind of pops off, revealing the hole in your wrist. A spike prepares itself as it heats
Mhm.
up, and you prepare to fire it out of your arm.
Yeah.
Okay, evasion, agility. Okay. Oh boy. 8. Oh boy. Okay. Ooh, just barely. You got it. Okay. Okay.
Nice.
Cool. So, if I'm correct, that's 1 damage on the Yoroi.
It's +3.
Oh, okay, +3.
Because
Okay,
it
gotcha.
explodes.
Okay, so that's 4 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Alrighty. Okay, so the Yoroi takes 4 damage. Let's see. You also for the grunt Yoroi, you chip off a decent bit of armor as well.
Nice.
Yep. Alrighty. All right. So let me add some more exciting music to this. The next person to roll order is okay. So the Keymen Yorois begin to attack back. Let me also add some better music for
Also,
this.
they're gonna fully approach to the platform now, right?
Yeah, they're gonna completely. Yeah, they have now completely are beginning to just hover around the platform, beginning to chip away. Let me see.
Well, wait, quick question. Like, did you say, like, we're like in an open platform?
You're an open platform.
But like, I thought we were like inside a Yoroi.
I said the Yoroi transformed, and it's like floating on top of the water, and you all exited are standing on top of it. It's like floating flat in the water.
So is it like a boat then?
At the moment,
platform.
It's like a
just
flat
a platform
yeah.
that floats on the water.
Yeah,
nothing
it
else.
is now like in robot form, but it's flat on the water, and it's large enough for you to just stand on top of it like a platform.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me. I think this should be good. Okay.
Should have just straight up put Yakuza music, to be honest.
I wish. I'm scared of the copyright. Okay, so the commander type Yoroi, angered by Tiguya's attack, leaps into the air using its propellers. It raises its staff into the air and attempts to strike down at one of the shadow clones. Okay, it's going to make a melee attack on you. I'm going to say that the spear it's using is a modifier of +3.
Gotcha. I'm gonna tell you right now. Actually, I made a mistake before. They have all their stats are literally just 1, so I should have only rolled 1. That's my bad.
That's okay.
For damage.
That's all right for now. It's cool.
Yeah. I'll change it for later though.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you.
Sorry, yes, sir.
Alrighty. Okay, so it strikes at the left shadow clone. It's going to use a melee weapon, so that is alright. How much HP did the shadow clones have? If you're able to answer.
They just have 1.
A 1. Okay. Oh boy.
Dang.
I guess you don't even have to roll for roll for that. It completely whiffs it.
Really?
Yeah, it just 0 successes.
Hey.
It completely whiffs the attack. The grunt behind it skis under it while it's still in the air and attempts to attack the same shadow clone.
Really? They're gonna use all their attacks of fucking shadow clones?
That's
They don't know.
Yeah. It's just like it whittled down the enemy slowly. Okay, that's 2 successes. What do you want to roll, Ratbag? Evasion or defense?
Well, they have 1 in each, so I'll just roll whatever. Just d6.
Sure.
No, that doesn't work because they have 1 in each, so they're fucked.
Okay, so what? Both the shadow clones are gone.
Oh, whichever one you just hit is gone.
Okay, the left one is gone. It poofs.
Yeah.
Both,
if you hit them, they're gone.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, both Yorois are now hovering around the edge of the floating Yoroi armor. The next one in the turn order. The next one in the turn order is blood. What are you gonna do, Yasha?
Hello?
What's up, Max? Oh wait, what?
Oh, sorry, my connection was weird.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. Okay, welcome back.
How close are they?
They're kind of like from where you are. They are about 6 meters away, just like right at the rim of the Yoroi.
Oh, okay. I thought they would be further away, but that's fine then.
No, they're just preparing to just a straight up attack.
So there's a Commander Yoroi and
a grunt.
Yoroi, right?
Yeah, there's 2 Yorois, a commander and a grunt, and then 3 Kugutsu about 20 meters away, coming inwards.
Well, how did it work with movement? I don't think it really matters.
It doesn't really matter. Yeah. Movement is a I think it's a half action, so you can move and then attack, so it's okay.
Well, I'm just gonna be real here and just straight up attack the Commander Yoroi.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Just roll for your attack. He will roll. He will just roll evasion. No, actually, he'll roll defense.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He will attempt to defend with his ring staff.
It's 4 successes.
All right. And then.
Right.
Bah.
Oh boy. That is 0 successes again. Oh my god.
Yeah.
This man did just fall from the sky into the ocean.
So now the difference. Now multiply the difference between the successes between the 2 and add it to my damage.
Oh boy.
So that's 8.
Okay, it's 8 damage.
That's just a bonus.
Oh.
Jesus.
Oh wow. Okay, so what's your total?
I don't remember how to calculate martial arts damage. Through the school, I get damage for all of the monks' unarmed combat attacks increases to +10. So it's 18.
It's 18 total damage?
I don't know if there's any other way of calculating unarmed combat attacks additionally to that.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so 18 damage, you said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just say it's 18.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
How do you want to do this move?
No, wait, no. I think,
Yeah? Okay.
So 18, so that's 1, 2, 3.
All the wounds.
Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, No wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Oh my god. Okay. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 13. So.
Yeah.
13. Okay. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. You know what? It's going to. So 13. 1. And then. So that's 10. Okay. Oh my freaking god. You leap and punch the Yoroi. It simultaneously loses its outer armor, the majority of its inner frame, and is still barely alive. It is still functional. But you also realize...
I'd love to post a Gundam like gift to like to kind of give the description of what's happening, but I can't 'cause it's a fucking spoiler.
This single punch... Oh yeah, who's it to spoil? Okay. This punch also carries through into the cockpit, Yasha, and you notice a large amount of the pilot's flesh also tearing from the force of the punch. I'm not gonna say how much you've left this Yoroi with.
Can I end my turn on top of it?
Oh, okay, so you're standing on it?
Yeah.
Well, at first I would like you to take an Aiki chit for that, and then yeah.
Cool.
Alrighty. The next attack is coming from. Yeah, that's first. So he's so Hisoka, what are you gonna do in this situation? The commander type is practically like a metallic endoskeleton, and the grunt is behind it. The Kugutsu are approaching quickly.
Are we okay? So we're on the water. We're right next to water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't want to ask Tiguya for his boogie board.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
Take an Aiki chit. Take an Aiki chit.
No, let's see him play this out.
Okay. Play it out before I give you an Aiki chit. You have to convince me.
Well, actually, where is it? Like, I assume it's on Tiguya.
I'm holding it. I'm coddling it while in the fetal position.
You can call into the hatch. I can say that you're next to the hatch. You can call into it.
Gotcha. Well, actually, okay. I go down and, promise to trade Tiguya a burrito for his boogie ward temporarily.
It's in your hands.
Okay. I run out immediately and I just freaking glide on it and then pull out my rifle and I take a shot at the captain.
Well, okay, so you're like on the boogie board on the water. And
yeah. Yes.
And you
balancing on it on my feet.
That's sick. And your sniper whizzes out.
Yep.
Okay. With the kutunk, your suppressed bayonet, your suppressed sniper rifle fires a single shot out of it. You take a single Aiki chit while I calculate the damage.
Okay, sounds good. So wait, who did eat it?
Who did you attack? Do you attack the Kugutsus or the Yoroi?
The Yoroi.
Okay, the grunt, who is still at pretty good health, or the commander, who's on his last legs?
The commander, just to get rid of him.
Alrighty.
Am I able actually? Actually, I don't know how strong. It depends on how strong. But can I do collateral? Or no? Like, can I line them up?
At the moment, you can't.
Okay.
Yeah. Alrighty. How much? So what do you? Oh yeah. So it's marksman. So let me see your marksman. Holy shit.
Man.
Okay.
That's some words you want to hear.
Okay. So please roll 9 dice. Three and under is a success.
Gotcha.
He's gonna roll for evasion. And since he's in death state, I believe he gets a +3 modifier to every single roll.
That's 5 successes first. Jesus. Let's go.
Oh my god. Okay, roll evasion. Oh my freaking god.
Bruh.
What is his evasion? Oh my lord.
This is why you simulate
yeah,
sessions neutral.
I know. It's okay. I'll figure this flow out.
This is why when things go our way in D&D with Yeet, he's like, I did all the math.
Why?
It's still going against me.
Why?
It always comes down to chance.
I know.
Feel my pain, Newt. Dealing 100 damage in one turn.
Well, that is 0 successes on behalf of the Yoroi.
Oh my.
With the +3 death modifier, it is still just 3. And you had 5 successes, you said?
Yes.
Okay. You know what?
I'm gonna roll a d20 to make sure the next half of this he at least gets some successes. If he gets 10 or higher, he'll have some success. If it's below 10, he's probably gonna have the same results.
Oh boy.
Oh no. Oh no, they're disabled. Well, good luck, Neutral. You're gonna need it.
Oh boy. Okay. Hisoka and Yasha, how do you guys wish to finish off this Yoroi together? I would like a combined attack, please.
What?
Please coordinate together how you both will take this thing down at once.
What?
Well, I would love to. Wait, how strong is your rifle? Actually, what would you think of how strong your rifle is?
How strong is my rifle?
It is a soul gem rifle. It shoots rounds that can pierce through metallic armor quite easily, like butter. It is a homemade, like fully customized rifle made by somebody who has a great passion for it. It's pretty powerful.
Wait, would it also be able to apply force to something?
Oh.
If you found a way to distribute the force.
Because I really want to kick the staff out of the Yoroi's hand and put it in such a position where where if
do it, explain it, I allow it, explain it, I allow it, it happens. Explain it, please.
Yeah. Tell me what I have to do.
Perhaps because I'm standing on the Yoroi, would probably try to get me off of it with the staff.
Yeah.
But instead of it getting me, I just kick it out of its hand, and it actually ends up flying in such a position where Hisoka can line up a shot that just shoots it straight through the Yoroi.
While still on the boogie board.
Exactly.
Hey, Aiki chits to both of you.
Aiki chits both of you. Aiki chits both of you. Hisoka, please explain the other half of this attack.
Fuck. I was too amazed by closing. Alright. So, okay. So wait, the staff is actually like being shot at.
No, like essentially the staff has been kicked back into the air and it is like kind of spinning in the air in such a way that you can line up a shot to just shoot it straight into the Yoroi.
Gotcha. Actually, how much kickback does my rifle do as well?
Very little, extremely little.
Okay.
The fact that it is a soul gem explosion combined with the suppressor that you built into it, it is quite little actually.
Unfortunate. Okay.
You could take the suppressor paper off and make it into a full blast.
Would that damage it anyway, or could I put it back?
You would probably have to find or create a new Shiki paper.
Gotcha. You know what? Let's make this interesting.
Let's get this out of the tray.
I take off the wrapping suppressor.
The Shiki paper is
and
destroyed.
I aim it down at the water and blast myself upward. Oh, still holding the boogie board, I do a flip and shoot the staff into it.
What the heck? Bruh, you get a Nike chip.
I love this.
You get one Nike chip first. Come on, let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Okay,
Let's go.
yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Both of you get I already said it before, but oh my god, you guys are out of this world. Oh my god. Okay. The Yoroi commander yells, "No! Ah!" And then the spear, you can see visibly through his cockpit. It impales both his Yoroi and himself. He holds for a second in a pose, frozen in shock, and then just sinks into the water below.
I also, while doing this move, before he completely sinks, I just jump onto the other Euro.
Okay, sweet. Yo. The other Euro yells, "Dave!"
Who's Dave?
Excuse me?
Okay, the three Kugutsu soldiers continue to skate across the water and then leap into the air, all three at once, landing on the Yoroi itself. They all pose like a Sentai team.
And they're gonna die like a Sentai team.
Yeah, like a fever
or
dream.
worse. Go to the next season.
Like a fever dream.
These are all Yoroi. I'm sorry. These are all Kugutsu that seem to be female in nature, and they all have kind of armor and masks that resemble the design philosophy of the Yoroi that came before. A kind of T-visor, a hole for a ponytail coming at the back, and long skirts. The first one lashes out towards Shiroi. She runs up to him and just attacks straight up with her fists.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do.
Can I defend this? Right?
Yeah, you could totally defend it. So
Let's go.
Let me.
What was for defense again? Or what do I roll?
Defense is I believe your defense is, if you're defending with the weapon, then it's your melee weapon. If you're defending with your bare hands, it's your unarmed combat.
Unarmed combat. It's always unarmed combat.
Okay, gotcha. Then roll for unarmed combat. She will also roll unarmed combat.
Oh, okay, you go first.
Okay, so
ladies first.
All right. Okay, and then subtract that. 8.
Good.
Okay, so let me just make sure I calculated this correctly. 8, 26. Okay, so
While he's doing.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Sorry,
what's up, Yeet?
Oh, I was about to go pass out. I got work in the morning.
Okay, gotcha, Yeet. Good luck tomorrow.
Have a good one,
Yeet.
See ya. Have fun, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for joining.
Yep.
All right. The Kugutsu is going to lash out with you with bare fists. All right. Okay, final stats. Okay. So 8. That's 4 successes. She releases a flurry of punches upon you.
All right. I defend with my fists and then X cross.
Ooh! Oh, holy crud!
So all the forces that literally like punches me just gets blocked, and then you can see like me steaming. So
holy crud! It's that thing where she does a punch rush, and each punch is responded with an open palm that catches it. You're able to successfully parry her, giving her multiple palm strikes to her torso while you're doing so. So you successfully parry this and deal 3 damage back to her.
Nice.
Let me see if I can duplicate this tab. I guess not. Okay.
No tab duplication.
Okay, sweet. And then... Oh, actually, I'll just duplicate it. So let me open this. There we are. Okay, sweet. Okay, so the Kugutsu has been attacked back in your parry. The second one dashes and skates along the platform and attacks at Hisoka, who has just killed her comrade. She's going to unleash a flurry of punches upon you. That's 2 successes. You can roll to block it or evade it. If you try to block it, you're able to deal damage back.
What would I be? What would I be rolling for blocking?
If you're blocking with a weapon, then it's your melee weapon. If you're blocking with your bare hands, it's unarmed combat.
Able to block with my swords? Or,
yes.
What were you gonna say, Blood?
What's up, Blood?
So when you in the case where the attacker is using their senses marksman skill against the defender. Oh, defender. Okay. I was just reading counterattack stuff.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Okay.
You can
Though it does, you do have to defend with unarmed combat.
Well,
How?
defend yourself with anything that you have. Basically, both sides have to roll.
Yeah.
So if you want to defend yourself with your sword, then use your melee weapon. Roll for a melee weapon, essentially.
As if you were rolling to attack.
I see. Which I guess. Which one do I look at? For like melee attacking.
Your melee weapon.
Under agility.
Yeah. So you.
Oh, melee. Okay,
yeah.
I see.
Yeah. So you roll 6d6 and you get a success on 2 and under.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, yo.
All right. That's 1 success. Okay.
Dang.
So she successfully deals 1 damage to you. Is there? Yeah. So is there any There's no modifier for fists, right? Yeah, there isn't. Okay. Okay. She deals 1 damage to you. You can choose to take that off your vitality or give yourself an injury. Or a wound.
And which, or what, would it be light or heavy?
It'd be light.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's too light.
Yep. Okay, and the third one, the commander type wearing spiked knuckle dusters chooses the last target. So I'll put knuckle dusters down as hers. Okay, and she chooses to attack. She chooses to attack Yoshida. She skates up to Yoshida and unleashes a flurry using the dusters. That, oh my god!
Oh my Jesus!
Oh shit!
Bruh.
There.
Of course, the one time you get that many successes against me.
Roll to evade or defend.
Wait, what do you mean by invade? Well, no. I do.
Okay. So roll. If you have a melee weapon, then roll for melee weapon defense. If you want to defend with unarmed combat, roll unarmed combat.
Wait, no. Because I still lose because I only have 5.
Oh, gotcha. Well, we'll still roll for it. So you're doing evasion or defense?
It's for role-playing purposes.
And also because I need to subtract it if you're defending.
Defend.
Okay. So please roll for defending on whichever one.
Wait.
Oof.
1 success.
Okay. So 1, so that's 5. Okay. Yoshida, you take 8 damage. You can choose to put that into wounds, or however else. So you have four body wounds, 4 light body wounds, 2 heavy, and 1 critical that you can do.
Oh. Wait, so what does that
Or you
mean?
can take that.
Or you could just take it to your HP. Essentially, wounds are your shield before your HP or your vitality is depleted. Once you fill up the slots, you get modifiers to your rolls.
But like that's like bad though, isn't it?
Not really. The main thing you're worried about is your vitality decreasing all the way. These are essentially your shield before your vitality drops.
And how do you like heal from the wounds? Is it from interjection or?
I believe so. Either healing items or during intermissions.
I think I'll have to do the wounds first, and then.
Yeah. All right.
Wait,
So
that's
that's 4 light wounds that you have. So you're gonna just fill all those in.
yeah.
Okay, 4 light wounds. So that's 4. You have 2 heavy wounds. So 4, 5,
Alright.
6. What's up?
Before we continue, don't forget you can use Aiki chits for defense as well, I believe.
I believe so.
So just know that going forward. I was rereading through some things.
Yeah, thank you.
I think Aiki chits were an extra roll, right?
Yeah, they're an extra roll for the SEPA thing. So if you'd like to maybe apply that, that's up to you.
Wow, I love rolling 15 dice.
Roll.
Nah.
There should be like a limit of
Wait,
1
do
or
I
2.
get? Wait, do I get a bonus die or something?
Yes, when you're wounded, you get a bonus.
To what?
If you I believe it's just all your rolls. So if you have heavy wounds, you get +1 to all your rolls. If you have critical wounds, you get +2.
Like in general, just +1 in general and +2, so that's altogether +3.
No.
Or then do I just have +2 since I'm in critical?
Yeah, you're in critical, so you'd have +2. So you're gonna fill in these wounds, so that's 6, and then 1 in critical, and then I would say take away 1 vitality from yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you have +2 in all of your rolls now.
Jesus Christ.
Alrighty, top of the round. What's up?
What?
Oh, sorry, not Max. Yeah, no, sorry, Max. That's what I
Damn, beat me so hard.
Okay, you may now retort to the attack.
Wait, so did the bonus, is that like at the end, or does that give me like extra rolls?
No,
or...
it's at the end. It's a modifier.
So is it like in successes?
So it's just after everything. After you roll everything, you just add +2. I don't think it's successes. I think it's just.
Then what's it adding to?
Actually,
It's adding to your dice roll.
Yeah,
It's adding to your
yeah.
dice roll.
Yeah, sorry. It's you add successes. Yeah, it's +2 successes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and one other question? Because I'm shooting with 5 rifles.
Mm-hmm.
And does that mean my rate of fire is technically 5 if I choose to shoot them all in one person?
So like, I don't get the question.
Okay, because like these weapons have a rate of fire.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And based on the rate of fire, there's a multi-attack bonus.
Mm-hmm.
And well, since if I just shoot one rifle, it's just a single shot, so there's no bonus. But if it's technically rate of fire of 5, since I'm shooting with 5 rifles, that gives me bonus damage of 2 to one person.
I would say treat it as just 5 weapons with a rate of fire of 1, or if you choose to, it's 1 weapon with a rate of fire of 5.
Well, if I choose to attack to one person.
Yeah, then I'd say.
Can I treat it as a rate of fire of 5?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't need to complicate things. Just go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, then I'm gonna fire all my 5 shots against the guy who attacked me.
Okay, she's gonna roll evasion. Roll the damage, or roll to attack.
So do I have to roll 5 separate times, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Roll for marksman 5 times. Okay, she's gonna roll for evasion 5 times.
I don't know, this seems pretty clear to me.
She seems a little fucked.
Alright.
She's in a little bit of trouble.
A little bit of trouble.
Okay.
Bro, what did I just come back to? What the fuck, Max? Jesus.
Alright.
Wow. Okay.
Alright. That sucks. That sucks. That sucks.
Oh wow. Okay.
That sucks.
What is with this? That's such a strange mirror.
Jesus. Alright. All those
Fives,
shots.
sixes, and 2s and 3s.
Okay, so she dodges the first shot completely. The second shot, she.
What?
The first shot was 1 success.
Yeah, the first shot was one success.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. That was the previous one.
Oh, okay. One,
that was
two,
for me defending.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So all those shots hit.
Yeah, all the shots hit. Okay, and just a question: if one of you guys know, whenever I roll evasion, is it like defense where subtracted, or is it just evasion hits and doesn't hit?
Probably it's just if it hits or not.
If it's hit or it doesn't hit.
Okay.
So.
Okay, yeah. Okay, then all of those just straight up hit.
Yeah, she's dead. She is dead.
They
Yeah.
do not make a counter attack.
Yeah, no, they do not allow counterattack.
Against ranged.
Yeah, and so there's no subtraction or anything like that?
No. If it's invasion, I don't think there's a subtraction. It's just hits.
Okay, gotcha. Let me just... I think you're right.
Yeah, it's basically whoever has more successes.
Right, okay. Okay, gotcha. Then, okay, sounds good. I'm just going to...
Okay, well.
All right, just let me confirm one last thing.
Wait, what are you looking for?
Okay, no, I'm just confirming. Okay, go ahead. I believe she's just gone. So
That's a total of 27 damage.
Yes, she's dead.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The commander type, just straight up perishes. I believe. Wait. Actually, 13. Wait. What? No. Actually. No, I don't think she does yet. 13.
She has more than.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No, she hasn't perished yet. That's 27 damage, you said?
Yeah.
She has not. She is not gone yet, I don't think. Let me make sure.
Oh.
So that's 13.
We're going to the second round, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay. Also, I broke my toe. Let's go.
Wait, what? Are you okay?
Are you good?
Yeah, I think I broke my toe.
What?
Oh shit!
Are you okay?
Actually,
what's wrong?
I just said.
But
I'll have to get it checked.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's been bothering me a few hours.
Oh, I see.
I heard a really unsettling crack earlier.
Oh dear. Oh my god. Okay.
So I'm currently walking on it to see if it actually is or not. I know. It's hard to tell.
Oh wow. Okay. I hope
Hopefully
it's
not the case.
Yeah, hopefully that's not the case. Oh my god.
It feels weird. Anyway, continue.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, okay, no, she's... Yep, so it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 27. Yep, she is on her complete last legs. You've shot her, you've shot at her multiple times, tearing off her armor, revealing the wooden flesh underneath.
Wait.
Her face looks at you in a cold deadness. It's almost as though she was never alive to begin with. Top of the round.
Oh.
Go on, Ratbag. There's a grunt Yuroi and 3 Kugutsu. The commander type is on her last legs.
So there's 4 of them?
Yeah, there's 4 enemies. 3 Kugutsus,
4 enemies.
yeah, 3 doll ladies and 1 mecha.
Awesome. I'm gonna try to stealth my way up to the top of the stairs.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Do I have to roll for that, or
No, not at all.
Okay, I'm just sneaking my.
Yeah.
Thanks, yeah. And then I'm going to cast my I'm going to put my hands together, immediately grab out 4 kunai out of my hands.
Sick.
Shadow stitch technique.
What?
All 4 of them.
Wait, what?
Bruh.
You're
If I
stitching
throw
them?
it in an enemy's shadow, if blade sticks in the shadow and they find themselves unable to move freely, they can still
my
attack and
God.
defend, but cannot move from their position.
It's the Sinful Gear thing. Oh my god. Oh my freaking god.
I'm glad
Ikamaru?
you acknowledged it like that.
That's one of my favorite moves in Sinful Gear. Okay.
And also Naruto, yeah.
Yeah, Naruto.
There's
yeah.
no.
Hell yeah,
I have it's a difficulty of 4, so I gotta
So it's 4
get 4 successes.
4 successes. Okay, sure. Who are you gonna try Shadow Stitch on? I'll say that the the shadows of all the enemies present are on the Yoroi, so you can try it for any enemy.
All 4 of them.
Oh wait, all 4? Oh,
Wait, but the Konghoki is in the water. I don't know how that.
the
Is the Konghoki in the water?
The Konghoki is in the water,
like-
but its shadow is
like
peering onto the
Yoroi.
Yoroi. Yeah.
Okay, well yeah, I'll do all 4.
Okay, you roll 4 times for what would this be? Roll 4.
Wait a second. Hold on. No.
It's a Yoroi.
Wait a second. Cody, I'm stepping in here.
Yes,
It's
it is.
nighttime, right?
Yeah, but the moon is extremely bright, and the flame from the carnage of the
Okay. I was just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The flame is allowing the flame in the distance is allowing for a lot of shadow to be present.
That's 1 success. Because it's a difficulty of 3, so I have to get 3 successes.
Wait,
Each one of these.
You never switch to the combat
Jesus.
screen if
It's
you're
4
intended on
successes.
doing that?
Oh my god. So you've successfully shadow stitched everyone?
Yes, they have to. Whenever they try to make to act or make a movement, they have to make a willpower check against the difficulty of 4.
Holy crud. Oh no. Okay. Gotcha.
Okay,
And is it
easy new
If they fail, they do nothing.
Literally Shikamaru.
Holy
Based.
crud.
Base.
And I'm going to slowly sink back in while my ninja duplicate is going to try and bonk the Yuroi near.
Literally Shikamaru. That one too.
Oh my god. Okay. And you could do that because, yeah, so your duplicates are treated as a separate player, right?
Yeah, it's only one duplicate left, so I'm just going to have him just try to bonk the Yuroi.
Okay,
Only
bonk
has
the Yuroi.
one.
Okay, what are you going to try to hit it with?
He
Okay.
misses.
He
These are
misses?
the ninja blade things. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Okay, he whiffs it, but the Yoroi and the 3 Kugutsu are stuck, but they don't realize it yet. Next attack.
True.
Moo. What is Rasu going to do?
Sick rolls, Ratbag. Jeez, dude.
Really freaking
RNG.
good, Ratbag. Holy
RNG
crud.
allowed all of that.
That was
They love
amazing, Ratbag. That was so cool.
So what was the requirement to 3 to possess them or
It was
to stitch
difficulty of 3, and it costs 6 soul each. So for 6
Okay.
times 4, minus 4 because I have Dark Arts 4.
It's 20?
It costs 20 soul to do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's a
So-
very, very expensive, but it was worth it.
Absolutely.
All right.
So
What's up?
all the, so all the Kugutsu soldiers are on the platform,
Yeah.
and then the Yoroi is in the water.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, so that's the grunt Yoroi.
Yes, the grunt Yoroi.
Is that the one I hit?
I believe, yeah, I think it is.
Okay.
You're second, and I believe you attacked the second one. So I believe so, yeah.
Okay. So this the Kugutsu that I successfully blocked and parried.
Mhm.
I grab her
Oh.
and then just throw it at the Yoroi.
Okay. Okay,
I
well,
have a thing about throwing wooden women.
Oh my god. Okay, is that unarmed combat?
Row out.
I will let go of the Shadow Stitch technique to let him do that.
Alright.
Okay, that's
That one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
one
unarmed
shadow
combat.
stitch. Yeah, one shadow stitch is effectively gone for you to do this.
Mm-hmm. Now, I will do because I think this might be a half action afterwards, but I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just do this. Then let me roll for this. Throw. Yeah.
She can't even
You
roll
know
against this because it's shadow stitch, right?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
actually, I don't know. Fuck it.
You took it off the moment that he grabbed her, so I'll
Okay,
say
yeah.
that yeah.
She's fucked.
Use that.
Go on.
There's no way. So yeah, I grabbed her, throw it at. Wait, is Yaksha still on that Yoroi?
Is yes, she's standing on top
Where?
of it.
Yeah, she better jump off sooner or later. Because this might do something.
Okay.
Yeah. So I throw her at the Yoroi,
Mm-hmm.
and the moment it makes contact with it, the spike that was in there didn't explode because it only did 3 damage. It's just imprint itself.
Oh.
It then detonates.
He can't move. He can't move.
Oh
You can't
my.
move.
Well, there's a problem, Moo. You're gonna have to take an Aiki chit for that and calculate the damage, please.
Big.
Alright, that's all. That's a lot of damage.
They'll share the same damage since it's an explosion. So just
Yeah,
calculate
so-
once, please.
Yeah, this is 5 plus 5.
Okay, 5 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, gotcha. Oh my god. Okay, so the first Yoroi is dead, so I can delete that.
Yaksha's in the air now.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
As planned.
Okay, so oh boy. Okay, so 5 damage. So I'll just that's yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. most of its outer armor has been rendered useless, but overall it still looks pretty good. The Kugutsu, on the other hand, I'll say that this is Kugutsu. Wait, were you the first one to be attacked by a Kugutsu, Mo? Or were you the second one? You parried back successfully, right?
Yeah, I parried back successfully.
Okay, so it's Kugutsu number 1. Okay, so that's 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Okay. You both the Yoroi and the Kugutsu are blown up by this explosion. It rattles their outer armor a very decent bit. Yasha, how do you react to this explosion underneath your feet? Seeing one of your a sister of your own kind be blasted into the Yoroi and then thrown into the air by the explosion.
I'm relatively unfazed by it being another Kugutsu because I was made by my master who didn't make any other Kugutsu, so I know we're not truly related.
Alrighty. So
and for the explosion, it doesn't destroy the whole Yoroi, right?
Yeah, it doesn't destroy the Yoroi. It just rattles the outer armor, so it's not enough to damage you, I don't think.
Yeah, just continue standing on it then.
You stand down like Satsuki Kiryuin with your hair waving in the wind.
Bruh.
Yes.
Nice.
Alright. Next in the lineup is the Kimen Yoroi itself. Shaken up by the attack, it's going to brandish its katana and attempt to with this movement, it kind of spins rapidly, shaking you off of it, Yasha. It's going to attempt to slice you midair.
Wait, you can't move though.
Oh, damn. Oh, right, the Shadow Stitch is still effective. Ooh.
What about the willpower?
So the pilot does all of that in his imagination because he thinks it's very cool. He does none of it.
None of it happens.
He is a cool dude. Good try.
He's got to make a willpower check with a difficulty of 4.
Right, okay, willpower check. Okay, gotcha. So let me...
He's got the spirit.
Willpower, let's see...
Spirit, willpower. Yep.
Willpower, okay. Oh dear. Okay.
4 successes.
4 successes. Oh. Oh dear. That he is stuck.
Nice.
He is completely stuck. So the pilot, it's the pilot himself. The Yoroi is stuck, but I don't think the pilot himself is affected by Shadow Stitch because his shadow is not the one being. Yeah. So he's just going to. He is going to, through the holes in his chassis, thanks to the explosion, he's just going to wave his sword out and about trying to hit Yasha.
That's a silly man.
Yeah. Let's see. That's melee weapons. Oh dear. Okay. Zero-6. He completely. He can't even reach you, Yasha.
Dang.
Okay, can I still roll to block? As in counter attack?
Oh, okay, go ahead.
So, let me see if I can use... Oh god, just accidentally open melty. Wait. Where is it? I can... Yeah, okay, I can still use my empathy.
Okay, gotcha.
I can use unarmed combat to defend, so it's still 86.
Oh my god, okay, just... His face sharpens and he looks at you with a conviction you've never seen before in a human. He looks at you and says, "Please don't punch me too hard."
Oh.
Please don't punch me too hard.
Is to say I do it? Yes.
Oh boy.
4 successes difference. Yeah, 4 successes, meaning that it's obviously successful, and plus 10 difference is 4 multiplied by 2, meaning it's 8, so 18 damage.
Oh. Oh. Oh, okay.
The man? The
So,
women?
Because you're
Bruh.
striking directly him. You're striking him directly. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How do you want to do this?
Is he still inside?
His head and shoulder and arm are sticking out of it, but he's still relatively inside the Yoroi.
Well, could I take him out of the Yoroi?
Go ahead. Just describe how you want to defeat him.
Well, I take him out of the Yoroi. Throw him into the air, and just straight up roundhouse kick him.
Oh! You land. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, go on.
And he just flies very far. How far? I don't know.
He flies and then like hits the tail of the whale Yoroi and then bounces like a skipped rock into the ocean. He falls. He's like on his back, floating in the water, just all essentially lifeless. You now have an unpiloted Yoroi that you're standing on.
Nice.
I don't feel the need to destroy it. I'm just keeping it.
Nice, sweet.
Though I can't pilot it because if I were to, I would just die. It depends on how much karma the Yoroi itself contains, unless it's a mechanical Yoroi.
Yep, it's a Keimen Yoroi, so it is mechanical. Okay, so well now it's your turn, Blood. There's 3 Kugutsu, 1 weakened commander type, and 2. One of the Kugutsu is like in the air still from the explosion. She's like kind of falling slowly. The other one is on the platform, and the third is the commander type who is severely wounded. The Kugutsu that was blown up is like beginning to regain her balance using her propellers.
Where is she right now?
She is like looking at the Yoroi platform. She is to your left, in the air, kind of a little above you.
Could the Yoroi's arm reach her?
Yes.
How do I do this without destroying the Yoroi? I really don't want to destroy. Okay, so what if I were to move the one of the arms of the Yoroi? On which side is she on?
She's on the left.
The weapon arm, or okay, so the unarmed.
The unarmed one, yeah.
Okay, then is it still balled in a fist?
Yes, it is.
In what position did it get stuck in?
It is currently just it's currently balled in a fist, kind of down a little in front of it. Actually, literally right under her.
Well, I'm going to. How how would you roll attack for this? Because
I
I'm
would
going
s-
to I'm going to swing myself under the arm and place a strike in such a way where the fist just straight up flies up.
roll for
into her.
roll for agility. I say roll for agility.
For the
no, sorry,
for
roll
the, like,
for actually will roll persuasion. I'm just kidding.
Yes,
You know
persuasion.
what? Roll performance.
Bruh.
Roll performance with a success of 4. No, actually, with a success of 3, I think. This isn't terribly difficult
oh,
for
success of 3? Okay, sure, yeah, that's fine. It's not like I have 3 in performance or something.
Well, I meant
Okay.
with a rate of 3 successes.
Yeah,
yeah.
like a rate of 3 successes.
Roll pillow
There you
arts.
go.
Seduce it.
Bruh.
Have sex with him.
Have sex with
Yes,
it.
do it. No balls.
No ball.
No balls. You won't.
It's 3 successes.
Oh man, alright. You successfully swivel the arm upwards on its joint within its body. The fist fires upwards and impacts the Kugutsu. It doesn't even realize. I'm going to roll attack using the Yorui's unarmed combat. I will also modify it with your 3 successes.
Also, I don't think you ever switched us to the combat screen with the units.
Oh,
So that's fine.
no, I don't have a combat screen with actual units, I don't think.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But I just mean the positioning you have
Yeah, I don't
on
have.
stream. Yeah.
Oh, on stream.
It's even the combat is usually just thought out rather than
Yeah, that's
using models and such.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you okay, Takkul? Okay. That is 4 damage. Yeah.
Man, it's kind of a weak ass arm.
Actually, no. Let me do that in combination with your unarmed combat, I guess. Or actually, what would you like to roll? Like, what would you think you would use to propel this arm? Because this is partly the force you applied to it.
So it would be like, I don't know, a combination. But so obviously, if I used the full power, I would just blow off the arm most likely.
Okay, then.
So I just roll for unarmed combat and half my damage.
Yeah, I think that's good. The Yoroi's arm will be your bonus. Okay, so that's 8 damage in combination.
Since she can't, no, okay. My unarmed combat would be 5 then, because it's half.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah,
5
4,
damage.
5. Yeah, it'd be 5 damage. Okay. And would she even be able to react to this kind of thing?
I don't know, it's a giant arm suddenly flying towards her.
How skilled are they? It's up to you.
Yeah. Let's see. I would say after the aftershock of Mu's attack, she would still be reeling. So this is like right after. So she'll just take that damage straight up. So 5 damage. Okay, gotcha. So 5 damage for Kugutsu soldier number 1. 5.
Where does she go?
She kind of the force takes her back towards the platform.
Gotcha.
Okay, 4, 2, 4, 2. Her outer armor is pretty badly damaged. She is now hovering above the platform.
This getting into the Orion extra action. I don't think I can pilot it anyways, because Station 1, but
I'd say yeah. I don't think you have any other actions because I feel like diving under the arm is a bonus.
Yeah. I would think so too.
Close that. Let me save the Yunoi's character sheet. Alrighty. So next in line is Purse. Hisoka, what do you want to do? There's just 3 Kugutsu left. One is heavily damaged, and one is reeling, and one is essentially untouched.
What is the middle? You said they're like.
Pardon?
What did you say the middle? You said there's 3. There's what was the second one?
There's the commander type is on her last legs. The second one is reeling. She's still rattled up from the previous attack, and the third one is essentially untouched.
Wait. Sorry, I've been like kind of spacing out. This is like, where is this like the area of this right now?
Yeah, it's the platform. Everything's kind of on the platform right now.
Okay.
You just did the thing with the dive kick and used the boogie board.
Yeah.
Of course.
So you're out in the water on a boogie board. What would you like to do now?
I was gonna chill. No, I'm kidding. I mean, how far away am I? Or am I just
you're just
real
a few
close?
meters. You're a few meters off the platform.
Okay.
You're in movement distance with every Kugutsu.
You said there's one that's about to die, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, one on her last legs.
Can I run up to them and hit them with the boogie board?
Oh my! Yes, you can.
Or maybe.
What's the damage modifier on the boogie board?
Yeah.
It's a pretty high quality boogie board, so +1. Because normally a boogie board wouldn't be that hard, but this is a pretty good one, so +1 modifier to your to melee damage.
Okay.
No, he needs to roll for it.
So that would be melee, right?
Yeah, it would be it'd be melee weapon.
All right. Do this. How do you guys modify the thing to where it tells you how many successes?
In advanced dice roller, you see target number.
Mm-hmm.
Put in the number that you're like hoping to have as a success.
And it's less than that?
Yeah, it's less than it, so it's already set to that.
Okay.
So yeah. Oh boy. Okay. She is going to look at you glaring, and is going to attempt to attack back with her with the last of her health. Let me see. All right, unarmed combat. All right. She's going to attempt to parry with unarmed combat.
All right.
Oof, but that's a +3. So that's +3. So she punches the boogie board away. She punches the boogie board away and lands a punch at you. You're able to dodge most of the punch rush, but she lands a single punch on you, dealing 2 damage.
Wait. Oh, fuck. Okay, never mind. I forgot. Wait. No, it's too late.
No, that's fine. That was cool.
Wait, what's up?
What's up? Well, I was gonna ask. I remember that we could use something for extra rolls. But
oh, yeah, you're able to use Aiki.
It's fine.
You could totally do it.
How is there a limit?
However many of the Aiki chits you want to use, what you've been granted over the past sessions.
Yeah.
Remember, they pull up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
I have it up.
Yeah, because you can straight up use it. Yeah. You could deplete one Aiki. You can deplete however many Aiki chits you want, and as a melee weapon roll. to circumvent her.
Oh. Nice 5.
Oh boy, yes you can. Roll for melee weapons with 5 dice.
And like additionally, or just 5 right now?
5 right now.
Roll 5.
Ooh, okay.
It's gonna be just even then.
Yeah, so she attempts to parry you with a punch rush, but you block every single one with the boogie board, just whapping it, whap, 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 beating every single one of her fists with the boogie board.
On the last hit, you hear the bell actually jingle on the board.
More big L's.
Let's go.
We got a 30% off on Hawaiian shirts.
Big L resonates with
While
all of
supplies
us.
last.
Okay. Okay, now for the Kugutsu soldiers. The soldier, the commander type that you just hit is going to attempt to lash out at you, Hisoka, back in response. Let's see. Oh, I'm realizing I used an incorrect thing to roll previously. Oh, let's see. That's okay. That's okay. It was something cool. Okay, never mind. Okay, so that, and then let me raise this. Okay, she's going to attempt to lash out at you. She rolled weaker than she should have. Okay, that's 3 successes, so that's 6 successes. If you like to dodge or block this, choose whichever. You can use the boogie board as a blocking melee weapon.
Oh.
You can attempt to parry her.
Parry.
But say okay. I can't do this to Tiguya. I can't damage the board too much.
It's a pretty good quality board.
It sure is.
It's made from Rudy's sweat and tears.
Let's go, Rudy.
Let's go, Rudy.
Rudy. All right, sure. I'll parry with the board.
Okay, please roll melee weapons with +1 at the end.
Sounds good. Man, Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So that's 2 successes. Okay, so you attempt to defend and parry her attacks, but she full of rage, a rage that you cannot see visible in her face, is able to punch through to you. You take 4 damage. Allocate that damage. Allocate that damage where you please, whether it be in your wounds. So in wounds or vitality, put that in as damage.
But I can distribute them how you said how.
Yeah, however you want. Yeah, however you want.
And you said. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, the second grunt Kugutsu is going to, let's see. So she has 13.
She gonna move?
Yeah, so she's going to. So that one is damaged. This one is 8, 13. So the Kugutsu. Okay, sweet. Okay, awesome. Okay, so that second Kugutsu is going to she's going to run into the Yoroi and attempt to beat the crap out of Tiguya.
Bruh.
She can move?
Oh, that's a good point. Ah, damn, jeez, I
Power.
keep forgetting. Alrighty, no, she has to roll willpower. All right.
Difficulty of 4.
Or higher.
Alrighty, willpower.
Successes.
Okay.
That's what difficulty of 4 means, right? 4 successes?
Yes.
Damn, that's tough.
Yeah, it is really tough. But that's why it's such an expensive move.
Yeah, it's 6 soul. It's crazy.
Yeah. Alright.
So, what happened to the one that I didn't? It doesn't have the shadow stitch anymore. What's up with them?
She is hovering a little bit over the deck. 2 successes. Unfortunate. She is stuck there. Yeah, she's just straight up stuck there. Okay, and now the hovering one is going to attempt to fly down and beat the crap out of you.
Damn it. Oh, I almost said something I shouldn't have. Good thing, Takkul. Good job.
Oh.
Blood would have realized it.
Oh.
Got
him reference.
They know where I'm at? Wait, they know where I'm at?
I think she... Yeah, I'm sure some of them would have seen you run out, do Shadow Stitch, and run back down.
That's fair.
And they can all communicate with each other. She
Perfect.
flies down into the deck and attempts to attack you.
Hello?
Attempts to beat the crap out of you. You see the Kugutsu hover over you and then just punch rapidly.
Ah! Just start screaming extremely loud. Going to attempt to evade this.
Alright.
Let's see. What is evasion?
That's
Where
3
is it?
successes from her end.
Let me see evasion.
Mhm.
3? Okay. Let's go Tiguya. Live these. We live these, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
3 successes.
Wow, okay.
Oh.
You're on the ground, and as she punches, she only strikes the floor of the Yoroi, denting it.
I point at her. Ha! You suck.
My
And
God.
then I immediately just start crawling away as fast as I can on my butt. I go,
Okay, and the commander. Oh yeah, so I don't think the commander type has actually done her action yet, has she?
Probably not. No.
In Jago, we don't know.
Okay. Okay. So let me do this. Okay. If she has Shadow Stitch, can she still attack if she doesn't move? Can she still attack? Okay. She's just going to attempt to attack Hisoka.
Okay.
Yeah. She's going to perform another punch rush on him. That is 8 successes.
Oh wow.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Man, maybe that 6 I rolled earlier was really a 66.
Well, I mean, I have nothing. Or yeah.
So you can defend or you can try to evade it.
Am I able to like can I only use one, like a singular weapon?
Yeah.
Or can I use like both my swords?
You could use both your swords. I would say you can. Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay.
So you're just gonna roll.
Would that make any difference?
What is their bonus?
Both have 3, I believe.
Okay. You know what? I would say roll for station. Roll for your station.
Station. Okay.
Yeah. Roll for your, let's see, your station and... Oh, well, actually, no, that's... Actually, I would say do... How would I do this? Roll for melee weapons, and if you get 3 successes, then I will allow you to have the full bonuses. But if you fail, you only get 1 bonus, as though you're only using 1 sword.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so roll melee weapons.
Melee weapons, and then you said more than 3?
Yeah, 3 successes.
Gotcha. And I take off. Okay.
Yeah. Need 3 successes.
Okay, there's an error.
Oh, okay, sounds good. What's up?
I should say there's an error.
Oh. Let's see. I can roll it for you. Agility 6.
Formula. What's wrong with my formula?
Okay.
It's a Krabby Patty.
It's not working for you?
Oh, it just says there was an error with your formula. Please try again.
Roll 6d6. The target number is less than 2.
Yeah.
Funky.
I'm not sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
you can
It's
use
just
my
acting
roll then.
up. Sure.
Okay. You only
Hey,
got.
Curtis, do you have a... Oh, never mind.
What's up?
Do you have a dice symbol anywhere?
Yeah, I'm using the dice roller.
Are you typing it or are you clicking it?
I'm clicking it.
Okay. If it doesn't work the first time, use a lower number and just use a smaller number afterward. Just combine the two.
I don't think any of them are working. Let me close and reopen it.
Mm-hmm.
Six.
Man.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's weird. Okay. I can...
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
All right. What's he trying to do? No. I'll roll for him. What are you trying to do?
He's trying to get 3 successes, so he can.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, keep your number.
Okay, so you fumble with the second sword, so you only get the benefits of having one sword. So
Gotcha.
you swing back at her to defend against.
Man, that would have been a sick roll call. I was playing D&D right now.
Okay, so just do another normal melee weapon attack and see how many successes you get.
So same thing.
Mm-hmm. 2 successes. Okay, and so she succeeded. Okay, so she succeeded 8 times. So that is. So what bonus is your sword again?
3.
Okay, so you take 3 damage.
Gotcha.
Yeah, allocate that anywhere.
Gotcha.
All right. Next up is Max. Oh,
Not yet.
Max is not here. Okay.
He'll be back.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
It is almost 1. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to be so long. Sorry about that, guys.
It's fine.
It'd be alright.
Stupid, sexy Pacific time. Actually, no. Pacific time is just dumb. Surprised it hasn't fallen. The fault hasn't given up and it hasn't slid into the ocean yet. Wishful thinking.
Yeah.
Free real estate.
So, what is left?
3 Kugutsu, 1 that is essentially almost dead, 1 that is very, very damaged, and 1 that's pretty untouched.
Thanks.
So at least another 15-20 minutes, potentially.
We'll see.
The one near me, is that one very damaged? How's that one looking?
The one near you is the half damaged one. The one that is untouched is also frozen.
Okay. So the very damaged and the
very
not
damaged.
touched.
Yeah, the very damaged one is the one engaging Hisoka.
Okay.
Yeah. The one that is half damaged is the one attacking you, and the one that's untouched is is frozen, kind of by herself.
See.
I might just skip Max's action and hold it for him, so when he comes back, he'll initiate it, so we can just continue.
Yeah, let's just keep this momentum going, or else we'll be here forever.
Okay. All right.
There he is.
Oh, welcome back, Max. It's your turn to attack, Max.
Shoot him.
Yeah, shoot her.
Who's left?
Shoot her now.
It's your turn. There's in your eyesight there's one untouched Kugutsu who is not damaged at all, and the one that you shot up who is almost dead. So you can choose to attack either one of these.
I'm gonna finish that one off.
Okay. Then roll all your roll the I'll roll for you. Let's see.
All right, what are you trying to do?
Rolling for Max's marksman 5 times.
I do it.
Okay. 96 less than 3 5 times.
I'm trying to blind myself.
What did you say?
Nothing. I'm just talking to myself. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm checking my foot.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Wow. Wow. Jesus.
Holy
Okay.
moly.
All right.
That's a lot. That's
Wow.
Okay.
One more.
That's all of them.
Wow.
The Kugutsu is going to turn to your guns and prepare to attempt to evade all of them.
Good luck.
Can they evade?
They can only evade. They cannot block. They can only evade.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So agility, evasion.
Yeah, which house so they can defend. My fault. Yeah.
Oh, no worries. 6.
Yeah.
Okay, 6, 2.
You spin me right round, baby, right? Oh.
Failed.
Okay. Oh.
Oof.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
Oh wow, exactly.
Okay.
All right.
So. Okay, so.
Oh, and all of mine has +2, right?
Okay, gotcha. So that's 8. So that's 8 versus 5. Okay. By the first shot, she has perished. What do you want to do, Max?
Oh, like what do you mean to redirect them?
No,
Or-
like she's dead now. So how do you want to do this?
Oh. Where is she? Like far away from me, or?
She is in front of Hisoka, standing on the platform. If you just want to say you want to shoot her, that's okay, Max.
Sure.
Okay, gotcha. All of your shots ring out from all 5 of your rifles, and she disintegrates into splinters practically. Her remains float away in the ocean. Only 2 Kugutsu remain. Oh wait, what?
Actually, okay. As she turns around to me, first shot hits her shoulder, and then slowly walking towards her, shoots again to the other shoulder.
"'Tis but a flesh wound," she says. The only words that she says.
Oh.
Have 2 shoots at her kneecaps, so she kneels.
She's just sitting there, a torso and a head.
Then I take my fifth rifle in my hand and just point at her head and shoot.
That's brutal, dude. I get it.
Take an Ike chit from me. She says, "'Tis but a flesh," and then her head explodes into splinters. As her torso falls into the water, you hear a small echo, "But a flesh wound," and she falls down into the water.
Oh fuck.
And you hear as her body drowns into the water, some bubbles come up, and as they pop, it says, "We'll call it a draw, okay?" The commander
Can I
type
give you an Aki shit?
Me?
Yeah.
Sure, thank you.
There you go. Take it.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Okay, there's 2 Kugutsu left.
I see.
Alright. Alright, top of the round. Ratbag, what do you want to do as Tiguya? You are currently engaged with this one pretty damaged Kugutsu.
Alright, how much distance is behind me that I could run?
There is about like 5 meters for between you and the back wall, and a bunch of just rows of seats.
I see. Okay. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to jump back and jump into a corner into the roof and unleash all 3 of my arrows and just shoot them at her as fast as I can. And while they're attacking her, I'm crawling over her to try to get out.
Jesus.
Okay, please roll for whatever you used to roll for these arrows. Marksman, was it?
Marksman.
Okay, gotcha. She's gonna try to evade.
Okay, do you want me to do 3 separate rolls or
3
all
separate
one roll?
rolls. Yeah, 3 separate rolls. Gotcha. She'll do 3 separate evasions.
Gotcha.
Dang, Jesus.
Okay, let me close the commander tab.
There's no way.
Okay, yes, save that.
Jesus, redneck. Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Jesus,
boy.
my God.
Okay,
No
so
corner Tiguya, bro. He's dangerous when he's cornered.
Corner knows anything. Yeah, man, that's pretty dangerous.
Whoops, I didn't mean to roll fudge. 66. That was my bad.
That counts.
1.
Oof.
2.
Oof.
Oh! Okay.
Oof.
Okay, and she has the modifier to these as well. So,
There's no way.
If she's on critical, so it's +2 to each one.
Okay, so 1 success, right?
Yeah, so that's 7, 5, 2. So you succeed in the second 2 attacks.
Okay.
So
since I attacked with all 3 arrows, it'd be a +3 to both of those damage.
Okay,
right?
holy yeah, I guess so, yeah. Yep.
Okay, so that's 18 damage.
Okay, yeah, so that's 5 so that's 8 3
Dang.
3 5 5 plus 6. Wouldn't that be 11? Oh no, but wait, you're adding the first one too. Yeah, okay. I think that's 18. Yeah. Okay.
Should be 18.
Oh
Total.
jeez. Okay.
And I am running. Oh wait, what's up?
How do you want to do this?
Oh, while I'm crawling over her, I'm going to drop down behind her while the arrows are just kind of trying to go through her guard. Just say,
I'm sorry.
and the arrows are just slicing through her, just absolutely annihilating her into dust.
She turns,
as I walk out.
She turns behind her. You see her eye widen, inside of her glowing visor, and in her confusion, 3 holes rip through her, and she kind of collapses.
Jeez. Just dust and splinters.
Dust and
I
splinters.
turn around, and I just walk out. All 3 arrows above me.
You begin to cough because there's wooden dust in the air now.
This shit sucks. I gotta get out of here.
I just climb up the stairs. I look at everybody up there.
Oh fuck!
And then I immediately stealth and sneak back down.
Take a Nike chip. Alrighty. Moo, what do you want to do? There's one more Kugutsu left.
That's the last one?
Mm-hmm. At least one in your
swear.
view.
Alright, I'm gonna just run up there and try to just punch her in the face.
Ooh, okay. Alrighty.
So I'm sick and tired of these wooden people on this wooden platform.
Oh my god.
These motherfucking wooden women on this motherfucking wooden platform.
I mean, yeah, I'm tired of these. Die.
Oh.
Alright. Okay, the last woman. Uh-huh. Oh wait, no, I need to
What?
open that back up.
7 success. Wow.
Whoops, not that one. Okay. There we are. All right. Some success. Okay, so she rolls back. Roll 8, 3, 4. That's 4 successes base.
Base.
Yeah. So how much damage is that? That's 3, and then do you have any modifiers?
Let me check real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I do, but then again, who knows?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, don't think I have a modifier for those.
Okay, so that's 3 damage straight up. You managed to dent her outer armor with this punch.
I mean, I don't think I have modifiers, but I just don't know.
Okay.
That's it. Because like I don't think I wrote it down, either that or it's like I just don't have it. So.
All right, no worries. All right, blood.
How alive?
I'm still here. Yes.
Yeah.
Kill it.
At 8 a.m.
Yeah, sorry. There's one Kugutsu left on the platform. That's all.
God, I would love to pilot the Yoroi when I literally have station 1. Where is the Kugutsu exactly?
She's about 10 meters away. You can easily just jump to her.
Would she be prepared for me attacking her?
I would say that she would try to defend herself.
Well, you know, I'm just gonna jump up into the air and prepare a dive kick.
Oh my god, Kamen Rider style. Alrighty. Roll your...
Actually, never mind. Can't say it.
Oh, okay.
I know exactly. I know what you're doing.
Oh. Okay, well, roll your unarmed combat, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should be this.
Oh boy.
You said you're doing a dive kick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, there's literally 2 references in this one attack. Both of them Neutral hasn't seen.
Oh boy.
Based.
Oh boy.
Though honestly, I myself.
Alright, if you incapacitate or kill with this, and you roleplay it with how you describe it, I may break my rule.
But I actually do not. I actually do not recall the references here.
Alright, I'll hold on. I'll post it to you.
Excuse me.
If you get as you keep going. In the meantime, Neutral.
Okay, so is that 3 damage blood, or is there something else?
That's 6 damage, because the difference multiplied by 2.
Okay, gotcha. Okay,
so 6 damage plus 10, so that's 16.
Oh boy, okay. Oh, okay, so 16 damage?
Yeah.
Oh boy, okay. 1,
I do have
2,
modifiers. No.
3,
Okay, never mind.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11, okay, 10, 11, and then, okay. Oh boy, okay, she is looking very rough. You've torn off most of her outer armor and have even chipped away at her wooden carapace. You successfully like dive kick through her and kind of land behind her superhero style.
I'm going to have to switch them all. Jesus.
Oh, gotcha.
My body is not helping me.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Man.
I'm really sorry.
No worries, no worries. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for this to be this long. All right. Okay, then Purse, how do you want to go about attacking her?
So she's not dead yet.
She's not dead yet, but she's very hurt.
I also apologize because I'm a little bit tired too, but however, like, I guess, let's see. I don't know, sorry, what? Can I just go up with the big boom boom?
Yeah, go for it. Just shoot her. Go for it.
Yes.
Go for a marksman.
I shall. I can't do anything too loud right now.
That's okay. That's okay. You're completely alright, man.
Also, I can't take too much more damage.
Yeah. It's a safe move. It's a good one.
Alright, do that. Then...
6, 2.
Do... Maximus 3. Okay.
Oh boy.
And then... It says +5.
Yeah, okay, so that definitely hits. So, and you said +5? Okay, so that's 10 damage. Oh boy,
What? Actually... Nah, that would destroy it. That would destroy it. Never mind.
Okay.
I was wondering if I could shoot the boogie board at her. Is it strong enough?
How do you want to do this, Purse? She's finished.
Wait. How? Oh, she is. I mean, will the boogie board survive if I use it?
Try.
Well, I mean, I assume. Wait, this is still nighttime, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I do a weird wave motion. And then I start fanning in the direction towards the enemy. They're probably wondering why. I don't know why either. Anyway, I grab my gun. I flip up the boogie board, and as it's flipping, once it's reached like a parallel to the ground, I shoot it to the enemy.
The boogie board, in its 3000 mon quality, takes the bullet. It kind of propels forward towards her, spinning like a saw blade. It divides her in two.
Let's go.
Her hips up, fly into the air, her legs still on the ground, as her upper carapace falls into the water.
Nice.
That blood.
Yeah. Not think of that because I haven't been thinking of Evangelion for a bit now.
Well, you guys were able to fend off the Jade Principality.
Oh, you finished?
Yeah, the fight is over. They were able to successfully defeat all the units that encroached upon them. Hello, welcome back.
Mo.
Welcome back.
Hey, Mo. Hisoko is able to finish off the last Kugutsu
with the boogie board.
With the boogie board.
Excellent maneuver.
Absolutely.
Buy more.
I get shit, by the way.
Get one free.
You all kind of pause in the after haze of battle. The pilots come out of their hiding, and Shoji says, "Is it over? Oh, thank goodness. The Sky Jade Empire has grown a bit rowdy recently for their independence, but we can talk about that later." They kick off the rest of the Kugutsu corpses into the water, and clap their hands together in prayer for the enemies that we killed, that you all have killed. What's up?
Right before that, you see like a Konghoki finally like crawl up out of the water and see all the carnage. It's like, just without a word, lets themselves back into the water. Just drops themselves. Not dealing with this shit.
Yeah, just a Konghoki with the same design as the rest of the enemies begin to crawl up with a spiked chain, and he sees the carnage, and he tells back into the water.
Poor guy.
You see around you a lot of the other survivors of the crash, whether it be a Sky Jade Empire or from the 100 Ceremony Army. They're just swimming to land, essentially. They don't care about the conflict anymore. Shoji beckons all of you to re-enter the Yoroi after all of the soldiers and enemies have been put to rest that you all defeated. And the Yoroi transforms back into its whale form.
Optimum Prime!
Yes. Yes, he pats his friend on the shoulder. Yes, Optimum Prime. All of you collectively hear transforming sounds on the intercom. You swim. The Yoroi delves deeper and deeper into the ocean. You pass by more and more carnage. The aftermath of Juryoku's reckoning. You crest an underwater coral reef hill, and find looking out of the window a very interesting structure. It is a single building but ginormous in size, about the size of an entire town, swirled into a spiral shape like a shell.
Bikini Bottom?
No, well, maybe. The pilot speaks over the intercom. All right, everyone, welcome to Makigai, one of the largest underwater cities in Doragi. You'll stay here while you prepare for your next part of your journey. It'll be good to have you. If you need any help, just come back to me at the desk counter. I'm
seriously wounded.
What's that, Max?
I'm seriously wounded.
Oh, yeah, it's okay. You'll heal on the way. You all see multiple Yorois docked at the largest part of the spiral. The Yoroi connects to one of the docks, and a vacuum-sealed hallway, a vestigial, comes up and connects your Yoroi to the rest of the city, and you enter. So a little warning for you tourists: this entire town is one hallway, just swirled. So it might be a little complicated getting around, but I'm sure you'll get used to it in time. You guys can stay at the room in the third block down, and he gives you all collectively a key. This is quite a modern looking place with a light. It's lit up by coral shaped lanterns. It's very nice. A lot of people are walking back and forth between stalls, and kind of like a hustle bustle of a city, like an airport, but just one continuous hallway. And you all at this point, this is your time to prepare for your confrontation with Juryoku. And that is where we'll leave off for now. We'll have our next intermission at the beginning of next session.
It's cool.
Alrighty, that was sick.
Yeah.
Good shit, baby.
Thank you all for making it. Thank you all very much.
Now you're free to go to sleep.
Yes, you're all free to go to sleep. I'm sorry about that. Any last words before I end the recording?
All good.
Gorilla.
Gorilla.
Monkey.
Fat Albert.
Good,
Fat.
good, good.
Racist?
Optimum Prime.
Optimum Prime.